you said that to me like 3 times.
We're live.
Awesome. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Black Diamond Lab Masters 2025. We're just kind of getting the stage ready. I should actually introduce myself. My name's Kale. I'm commentating here with Sarah. You can introduce yourself as well.
Yeah, hi everybody. I'm Sarah Larkham, paraclimber on the Australian team, current Vice World Champion as of, well, like 2 years ago, but again, 2 weeks ago.
I would so take 2 years ago. So.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, good job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So super excited to be back home. We're at Boulder Lab in Fenchurch Gully today. Just waiting for the women to come out and do their observation. Looks like we've got a pretty stacked field though.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of strong competitors. We were kind of worried at first about who was going to be competing in the Opens, but it seems like a lot of people kind of pulled in last minute, which was quite nice. So we've got quite like a fun group of girls climbing.
Should be good. We do have an Olympian in the fields. We've got Osh McKenzie competing today, but no shortage of athletes that will kind of push her. She's got some pretty good competition.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, we've got Maya, who's also in the Australian team.
Yep.
She's been to a couple World Cups. We've got Charlotte Garden, who has also been to some World Cups.
Yep.
She was on the British team.
Previous Team GB. We've got Ravleen, who competed in Youth World Championships this year.
Yep, and I think she was at the state finalist this year for which we also held here.
Yeah.
So she's been climbing really well.
Yeah, I think it should be super exciting climb. We're watching the women's boulders go up right now. They're looking pretty big. Some pretty big, scary moves.
Yeah, I remember them.
Everybody say hi to Aiden.
Hi, Aiden.
Hold on 1 second, I'll check you on camera.
Hi, sorry. That's funny.
Aiden, the brains behind the whole event, right?
Yeah, definitely like a main player, kind of getting all the sponsors together. So obviously, Black Diamond, Lab Masters event. Black Diamond's a huge sponsor for us. We've also got other people like Tenzing involved, Madrock, and Protein Factory. Protein Factory is also someone who climbs here, runs that, so that's quite nice.
Amazing.
Also got 5 Foot Shop, Happy Beaner, Chalk Up Climbing, Open Project, Former Training, Unparalleled, Friction Edition, and Ironite. So
Amazing.
We've got a lot of people putting a lot of effort into making sure this event can run. Because as you can see in this shot, there's a lot of people here and a lot more were competing than what you can see right now.
This is definitely one of the events of the year that always gets such a good turnout for finals, like potentially even more than some state level comps for sure.
Definitely,
Yeah.
like just consistently, and each year it's just been getting more and more crazy.
Yep.
You just see names and you're like, holy crap, like it just like kind of puts into perspective kind of like where you're at.
Yeah.
Really.
But it's also probably one of the best gyms in terms of like competition climbing to host a competition. Like the comp wall is amazing. There's really good spectator space. Boulder Lab puts on an amazing show every time.
We are doing.
Yeah, definitely.
You guys can go talking. Try it again. How are you doing?
Can you go to the front desk and tell them to turn off the speaker button?
I was saying, really close to this in a moment we bring out the women's finalists.
Mixer under the computer.
Get Oscar.
Yeah.
Probably again, sorry about that. We'll bring out the finalists.
We've just got Aiden
Yeah,
trying
he
to
still
speak
doesn't
right
know what
now.
he's doing.
Yeah. As much as we try our best, a lot of things just kind of happen, as you can see.
It's all right. We're just going to let them happen, and
Maybe give us a little bit closer to Aiden.
yeah, we'll have the women come out in no time.
Yeah. And like you said about the comp wall and stuff anyway, the comp wall in its name was designed purely for this kind of competition
Yep.
format. The texture of the wall and all that, and like the kind of angles, like IFSC standard,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like gives like the best variety for a competition. Look at that, Aiden getting nice and close and personal with everyone.
I believe, does it work? It works! I sound very tinny though.
In the bottom left of the screen there, we've got probably about half of the Mackenzie sisters
Yeah, it looks like it,
all
right?
come out to watch Osh.
Yeah, it's good. I think the last time Osh competed was either 2 or 3 years ago. She's been away kind of like at World Cups, obviously the Olympics.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, when I was in Japan at the start of the year, I saw her
Oh, no
at
way.
B-Pump, so
Oh,
that
that's
was
so
kind
cool.
of really cool.
How did you find B-Pump?
Definitely good quality climbs.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, I like a lot of easy stuff.
Nice. Didn't
but
get
it
too
just-
humbled.
Not too humbled.
Yeah.
I definitely like couldn't climb at least half the climbs
Yeah.
in the gym, but like it just kind of like just shoots up. But it's good climbing.
Nice.
I loved it. A lot of different things I went to.
So good.
Oscar. Alrighty. Up to the viewing.
Obviously, this is my home gym, so it's actually kind of nice to see so many people that I know kind of like here in the crowd, and also
Nice.
obviously competing before, but
Yeah.
just kind of like chilling.
There are a lot of regulars that you can see.
Yeah.
Nice.
Even people who's their first time doing this event.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Some people being back a lot of times, yeah.
Awesome.
It's cool to kind of share it with everyone, because yeah, I started climbing
Alright, coming out first.
here,
is
so
the
kind of just like experiencing the first Lab Masters. Oh, there you go.
Our second athlete is Helen Lee. Our third athlete is Charlotte Garden. Our next athlete is Ravleen Sidhu. Up next is Maya Stasic. And last but not least, Oceana McKenzie.
Wow, the crowd goes wild for Osh.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but
Yeah.
we definitely could.
Yeah, there was some screams.
Alrighty, they're about to start their viewing in a moment. Go down to Claire. She's on out.
Obviously, you've got a lot of experience kind of in climbs.
Time
Do you want to kind
starts
of
now.
talk about kind of what viewing time is like?
Yeah, so I mean, I haven't done Boulder World Cups before, but I mean, same deal essentially. They've got a limited amount of time to essentially check out the boulder. So, you know, if you're looking for different things compared to a lead route, like we're looking for rests and we're looking for the crux, and obviously they're looking for the crux. They don't have to look as hard. They're a lot closer to the holds, which is nice. So they can really inspect the holds. They're really experienced climbers, so they're going to know exactly what all of these holds are, what they feel like, where the good parts are. They're collaborating, they're working out beta together. We're probably still going to see a lot of different beta, which is super exciting. Like a lot of their styles are super different, so I think that'll be really fun to watch.
Yeah.
But essentially, yeah, they're going to spend this time trying to work out the problem, the physical problem, the mental part of the problem, I suppose. And then when they come out to climb the problem,
Yeah.
so they're actually going to try and attempt the boulder.
Yeah.
But for now, literally just having a look at the holds, trying to work out the sequence.
I have a question, because you just said like you're kind of more of like a lead climber, right?
Yep.
What are your thoughts on bouldering and on-sighting? Because I know a lot of lead climbers believe that on-sighting boulder doesn't exist.
Oh,
Just because you
Okay.
can read things so easily
Yeah.
a lot of the time. my personal opinion, also being mostly a boulder, is
Yeah.
if you haven't tried it before, like you don't know exactly what it's like.
Yeah,
So
no.
But
I think I'm on the same page with you as that, but it does open a bit of a controversial can of worms in terms of like what does on-siting a boulder mean, like in terms of like replica training, or like how close can you get to a boulder in the gym and then go and do it outdoors, and can you call that an on, can you call it a flash?
yeah,
That's like, you know, I feel like that's just a problem that you could just talk yourself in circles over.
Yeah.
I don't have any answers.
yeah. It's always just a fun kind of like gauging where people are at, I think.
Totally.
This boulder looks very fun.
Looks pretty powerful.
I just love these like blue cheetah pinches.
They are nice. I mean, they're not nice to hold, but they're nice,
Yeah.
they're nice to look at. But it looks like we're going to have some like pretty powerful, pretty dynamic moves, a bit of compression,
Yeah.
super open-handed. I haven't, not a crimp in sight.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like there's a little box thing actually.
Oh yeah, there
I
might
didn't
be
notice
something
that at
there.
first.
I wonder if that's a foot or,
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what they do with that. So we are watching the boulders on a monitor, so the same as all of the viewers at home. We can't see the boulders in person, we're quite far away. So essentially what you're seeing on the screen is what we can see. So there's probably going to be some intricacies in some of the holds and some of the blocks that we also can't quite see. So we're making assumptions, but you know, these climbers could come out and do anything with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so they both can hear me? Alright.
So another thing with the observation time is that the climbers are allowed to touch any hold that they can touch from the ground. They're not allowed to leave the ground. But yeah, essentially anything that they can reach from the ground, they're allowed to touch and feel. So get a bit of an idea of maybe starting positions, that kind of thing.
There you go. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, there you go. That's one of the first things that I would do usually in my observation time is just walk straight up to the bottom of the route and just touch everything that I can touch. Yeah. Even just to get like maybe even a little bit of muscle memory, some like familiarity. Usually like you do know the holds, but it's nice to get your hands on them and just kind of get your head around where is my body when I'm starting this, like where does my hand want to be.
Yeah.
You can see Maya and Osh did that immediately. They walked straight up, and Radleen is doing it now as well, just putting one hand on the start hold and just kind of inspecting it.
Are you allowed to like play with your feet? Oh no.
You need to keep at least 1 foot on the ground.
So you can
Yep.
just put one
Yeah,
foot up.
yeah.
So it looks like this one, you definitely want to be kind of laid back.
Yeah, I can't imagine that would be that helpful, but yeah. There's also a huge risk if they do accidentally lift their second foot off the ground that they could be disqualified.
Sure,
So
it's like
yeah,
that.
it's probably not worth the risk. All right, so we got some slab happening over here. This is one thing, again, that I love about this comp wall is that there is a really good slab. Have that. Well, a lot of gyms in Melbourne don't have a good slab wall.
Yeah.
So it's like really nice that they set something like kind of big and traversy on this.
Yep. Yeah.
Are you seeing this as like more balancy slab, or are you seeing this as more kind of dynamic? Like, are we running across volumes here, or are we like tiptoeing?
I reckon it's a bit of tiptoeing.
Yeah.
I reckon this is a bit of a showy slab.
Yeah.
From what I looked. It looks like, spoiler alert, if anyone's to close their ears, but I reckon, yeah, just like Charlotte's showing right
Yeah.
now, I
A
reckon
little bit
they
of a
want people to
turnaround.
look out and
Yeah.
maybe give a wave to everyone.
Love that. And it makes me think back to, okay, so 2024 Salt Lake City Boulder World Cup. There was a crazy slab that so many people were slipping off. There were a lot of like grazed knees. I remember seeing the boulders afterwards were covered in like bits of skin and hair. It was so
lovely.
gross. But Osh was the only one in that round. It was a finals round boulder. She was the only one that sent it.
Oh,
So she's the only one that topped it. Yeah, so
so-
I'm expecting big things on slab for Osh.
Yeah, yeah.
Might depend what kind of mood she's in, but you know.
Hopefully the winning
Yeah.
mood for her sake.
Absolutely. But it's one of those things when you're going between like, you know, maybe something that's like more powerful or more dynamic, and then you have to like slow yourself down and calm yourself and do a crazy slab like that. It's so hard to go between those modes. So it's really interesting to see how they kind of manage their energy levels and also, I guess, just composing themselves to be able to do something like that
Yeah,
in between such crazy, powerful boulders.
definitely. And it's such a much harder skill in respect. Like I've done a couple comps, like state titles and stuff, as well as just other social comps. And yeah, you kind of get to the last boulder and you're like, this boulder's not too hard, but God, am I tired.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, definitely.
like, it's crazy how exhausted you can get in only like 20 minutes of climbing.
Absolutely. Even in a lead comp, like quali day, that's 2 routes.
Yeah.
And that is like way less climbing than I would do in any training session, but it is the most exhausting day.
Yeah.
And again, for finals, like that's 1 route.
Yeah.
And I will be wrecked after that.
And you've already done qualities that day. Like,
Yeah.
you know, at that point, like, I even not have skin left.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah, so all of these climbers qualified for this finals round in Pump Fest format today. So they've all climbed today. They're all probably somewhat fatigued. I'm assuming they were spread out throughout the day, right? There were 3 different sessions that they could have competed in.
4 different sessions.
4 different sessions, right? So they could have been, they could have qualified at any point during today, basically. So we don't know how much rest each one of them have had.
No.
It could be different for each person. All right, observation is done. They're going to head back into isolation.
God, I'd be so nervous hearing that final buzzer, knowing I'm back in and it's just game time after that.
I don't think we would have many nerves from this group. Essentially, this is their moment to just get back there, compose themselves, and they're just going into full performance mode. So this is their time to switch on. It's probably super exciting. I know for me, like when I'm in ISO, I could be in any mood. Like World Championships a couple of weeks ago, I was really sick with tonsillitis on finals day. So ISO was rubbish for me. My warm-up was terrible. I spent half of ISO napping, but then like, you know, it was a vibe. But as soon as it was time for me to, you know, go to the call zone and get ready to perform, I just switched on.
Yeah.
Because you just know how to do that. Yeah. These competitors know how to switch on.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got Neve up on women's boulder 1. Beautiful start.
This looks pretty strong.
Yeah.
Looks like we're already trying to use some techniques.
Nice.
This looks like sick.
Yeah. I feel like this is one of those boulders that you probably can't try that many times because it is just like pretty powerful.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it depends on how far into the boulder you get each time. The start move, you know, doesn't look crazy, but once you're kind of established into that roof, I feel like you're really pulling hard.
Yeah. It reminds me of one of the boulders I climbed. Quite different, but it was the same part of the roof, state. And yeah, I only gave it like 3 attempts.
Yep.
I was just cooked.
Yeah, exactly.
It was only the second boulder as well, and I was just like,
no, you're done.
We've got, we gave the athletes a little bit of, looks like
I'm just going to go like a backwards lache. Okay, come on. Oh.
Yeah, that was close, nice.
Now, I can't quite see what that hold was, but it looked like she was only holding with 3 fingers. Do you think that's a pocket?
Yeah, almost like a finger bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so hard to say.
Yeah.
It looks
Interesting.
good enough.
Good
That's
enough,
all we
but
can
like,
say, I guess.
yeah, not quite sure what's behind there.
Yeah, especially if you've got a dual text foot after that, you'd hope it'd be a pretty nice hold.
I mean, it could be a pocket, like a deep one.
Yeah.
So if you have to go to it dynamically, yeah, you'd hope that it's pretty bomber, but,
Yeah.
you know.
We'll have to see how she goes in the next attempt. Hopefully we can get a bit more of an idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, we asked the athletes to kind of fill out some forms. So we've got Neves here. It's very interesting. It says her favorite movement style is static overhang, which I think you can kind of see in how she's trying to spell it. It's obviously very powerful and they kind of want to push you to be dynamic, but she's definitely trying to find ways to stay static and keep all her body parts on.
Yeah, like the way that she's getting her toes up into that first black hold as she comes across, it's like she wants to keep it super controlled. She knows that she has to cut loose at some point.
Yeah.
She just really needs to control that momentum.
Nice. Awesome. So she's got 10 points on that boulder, or at least 10 points minus the turns.
Yep, so she's hit zone. She made that no-text foot look like easy work.
Like it's just a staircase.
What do you think of the no-text trend in group settings?
I'm not the biggest fan of it.
For hands and for feet.
I think for hands, I'm not too much against it. It's nice, I can climb it as much as I want. I'm also like sweaty hands, so I find people watching kind of might be their first time watching a comp properly. I guess we can talk about kind of how scoring with climbing for finals works. Like, so obviously there's the holds on the wall, and you can see there's a lot of tape around it, which you might not see in a regular gym. Obviously, for the start holds, the kind of pieces of tape indicate which limb. Can be any of your limbs in any position.
But they do need a 4-point start, so all 4 limbs on the wall at the taped positions. But it can be any limb at any point.
And you can also, as long as it's taped, you can use the hold however you want, as long as you can get into the starting position you need to be in. And then you can see just in the top, we've got that 10 point, which we kind of alluded to being a zone earlier. They used to be called zones and tops, but recently they changed the scoring system just to kind of, I guess, like try and make things a bit more fun and unpredictable.
And I think like simplifying the points for viewership as well. Like just for broadcasting.
I mean, climbing has become so much more popular.
And most of the format changes that have been made by the IFSC in the past year or so have been primarily for broadcasting reasons, or for digestibility for people that are new to climbing.
Makes our job a little bit easier.
So she needs to use the hold that's marked as 10 to get the 10 points, and then each climber will be deducted 0.1 of a point for each attempt they make. So if they flash the boulder, they get the full amount of points. With the top of the boulder worth 25. I don't think we've quite seen the 25 tag just yet.
Hopefully we will soon. I'm sure we will at some point.
Absolutely.
Cracked athletes.
So the athletes are coming out in reverse ranked order. So the athletes that come out last are the ones that qualified in the highest position for finals. So theoretically, the climbers are coming out, like they get better and better. But I mean,
it's obviously dependent on style.
It's so dependent. Like some of these boulders could suit some climbers better than others, and you could flip this entire ranking on its head. Alright, we got Boulder Lab's own Charlotte coming out next.
She looks like she's having fun already.
I think so. She's definitely like one of the most seasoned competitors of the group. As you mentioned, she was previous Team GB athlete.
Also my coach, so
amazing. I was coached by Charlotte for a little bit as well. An amazing coach, an amazing climber. Whoa!
Definitely try to throw herself into that hole.
She went at it like pretty full commitment. And I heard she's been training a lot lately. Like she's been kind of getting really into comp mode, so
Awesome.
Good to see what she can pull out.
Yeah. I know she's mega competitive, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So far, no one's really having an issue with the start move. Everyone's been able to establish the boulder pretty easily, which is nice.
Yeah, it's not really much fun when you see people struggling
Yeah.
for the start. Maybe 1 or 2 attempts, sure, but
Yeah.
you kind of want it to be nice.
Nice. She does a
Very
little
strong back.
360. Very nice. Looks pretty comfy in that position.
Yeah. Oh, made that look easy.
Really good. Yeah.
Come on, Charlotte.
There's that 25 tag. First top of the finals. Hell yeah, Charlotte.
Awesome.
So was that second attempt?
I think it was second.
Yeah, nice. So presumably a score of 24.9 for Charlotte.
Yeah. If you're noticing, she definitely moved into that zone hold a lot better that attempt.
She did, yeah.
What's so cool to see about these athletes is like instantly knowing what they did wrong and
Yep.
trying to fix that.
Yep. Like the speed at which they can learn a move, just insane.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like you might have someone who, sure, they might be able to send this boulder, but it might take them a whole session because they just, and these athletes might be at the same level when they first try it. Oh, that was close.
That was close. It's like she didn't quite give it enough power.
No.
And I doubt that she would make that mistake again.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so this is Ravleen.
Man, that looks so much easier.
Yeah. She's a Victorian youth climber, competed at Youth World Championships this year. She's a pretty common feature both on the boulder and lead comp circuit, so she's a bit of an all-rounder.
Yeah. I remember when she started out at Boulder Lab's youth squad.
Yep.
And yeah, she's just so good now.
Yeah.
And her brother is also quite strong, but
Absolute crushes.
easy.
Easy.
Cheeky smile.
I love that, a smile for the crowd.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, she wrote here, just turned 16 2 days ago. So.
Oh my god, happy birthday, Ravleen.
Yeah, right? Happy birthday. Yeah.
Get her a podium for her birthday.
Yeah, we'll
do
have
it.
to play happy birthday song.
Yeah.
If Disney doesn't copyright us. As well with this format, the athletes, they do have 4 minutes to do their climb, but once an athlete has finished climbing, next athlete should come out soon after.
Yep.
Just to kind of keep things running.
Yep.
Otherwise it can get a bit boring if you've got like someone who flashes a boulder in 3 minutes and nothing.
Exactly. So we do have Neve starting now on women's boulder 2. All right, so those are crimps.
Yep.
Yep.
Definitely.
Wow.
It's kind of what I thought when I looked at it. I was like,
Yep.
it obviously must be too bad of holds to kind of just want to send it to the big sloper.
Yeah.
So kind of just like weird kind of like crossover paddle of
Yeah.
this like locked crimp. So like you'll see the crimp has like a little, obviously you can't see on screen now. Obviously, yeah, this nice slopey pinch. Talk about like the love-hate relationship we have with them.
Yeah, those cheetah holds are beautiful though.
Yeah, they are. But the first crimp that the athlete's going to go to, it's got a little hold on top of it. It's called a blocker. They're kind of there just to kind of make you have to be a bit more accurate.
Yep.
So a hold might be nice, but you can't just slam your fingers on it.
That's it. Yeah, it's not really something that you want to be throwing for. You need to be super precise and get your hand exactly where it needs to be. Anywhere else, and you're just like, you're not going to stick it.
Yeah. kind of brings that like coordination element to something that might be a bit more powerful.
That's true. She is, well, the first time at least, she did move to it pretty easily. It seems like it's, at least for her height and span, it's within reaching distance.
Yeah.
So the move is pretty controlled in itself, which is nice.
Looks like very physical boulder.
Yeah, absolutely.
They just really having the ball.
And she had some pretty good attempts on the first boulder too, so you know we're probably seeing some fatigue already for knees.
Yeah.
Alright, her time is almost up.
Nice hit.
Very good attempt.
Also got Maya on screen now. She has been climbing for a long time.
Yeah.
Only 18 years old now, but like,
Yeah.
been around for a long, long time.
And Maya's come in today with her game face on. Like
Yeah.
she looks ready to crush.
Yeah.
So from this point on, we'll have 2 climbers on the wall at any one time. And that'll just rotate through the same ranking that we had for the first boulder.
Yeah.
Alright, so you can see Maya just off screen. She's established the boulder super easily. She's just swinging through it like it's monkey bars.
Yeah, for real. That's crazy.
Absolutely crushing. We got Helen on the side there adjusting her shoe, so maybe she wasn't quite ready for her first attempt.
Yeah.
Oh, and an
my
easy
God.
flash from Maya.
That's just silly. It was like literally like a warm-up ball for her. That's crazy.
Literally. It's funny, this format that, you know, the best climbers are out for the least amount of time.
Yeah.
So it, you know, it's kind of weird for broadcasting and for viewers because you're mostly just watching people struggle.
Yeah. It's a really funny spot in that
Yeah,
way.
so it's like, it's the Yanya problem, is that everyone wants to watch Yanya, but she's only ever out on the mats for like a minute at a time because she flashes the boulder and she's gone.
Yeah, absolutely right. Definitely a really funny spot. Usually, like, of course, we're still cheering people on and wanting them to do well, but kind of the job of a route set is to try and make sure people don't do so well.
Yeah.
You kind of want to be able to spread the competition.
That's it, yeah.
Some people do really well,
Yeah.
some people struggle.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, so there's a good close-up of that crimp and the blocker that we mentioned a bit earlier. So, I mean, the crimp looks decent,
yeah, definitely.
like maybe a little bit in-cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely looks in cut, but you can see, if you can see the screw hole so clearly,
Yeah.
it's definitely still pretty small,
It's
but
very
Helen made it
small.
look pretty chill just then.
Yeah, she's looking pretty comfortable on it so far.
Yeah.
Not quite catching the 10-point zone.
Oh, the zone is quite
I'm
big
still
hole.
calling it a zone. Are we still calling it a zone?
I reckon.
Yeah, I think
I reckon.
so.
Could be
I'm
OGs
gonna keep
out there.
doing it anyway, yeah. Yeah, so I mean, this is the nature of Boulder Comp broadcasting, is that sometimes we're just watching climbers have a think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is again why the IFSC has started making some format changes, essentially to try and cut down the amount of like dead time that is on TV when you're watching a boulder comp. They're trying to make sure there isn't so much time where you're just watching someone chalk up or contemplate life or
Or spit on their hand.
Exactly. None of that. We're not doing that.
Oh, it looks like she's just holding on to the
Yeah. Oh.
Obviously, the zone hold of a 10-pointer is quite bad. I saw
Yeah.
her, she really struggled to get her thumb around before. They're quite fat
It's
holds.
chunky,
Yeah.
So her hand's probably not quite big enough to use it as a pinch.
Yeah.
But she just tried something different. She tried to go foot first on it. Do you think that'll go?
I reckon, like, it goes, but I'm not sure if it would exactly be easier.
Yeah, it's probably not going to go in the next 30 seconds that she has left. So, yeah. Although, never say never. We've seen crazier things.
I wonder if she's thinking about whether she goes again or she's going to give it last attempt.
Yeah.
Save her energy for the other 2 boulders, because
That's it. I mean, it looks like she's going again. She's probably, at this point, she's just trying to get that zone.
yeah. Which is absolutely fair game.
Yeah. But she hasn't left herself a lot of time.
Are we doing a plus format?
Ooh. actually her best attempt.
Good effort.
So by plus format, you mean that when the timer runs out and they're still on the wall, they stay on the wall?
Yeah.
So
I'm unsure if we're doing that.
I
It
don't
looks like probably not.
think so. Yeah, because IFSC hasn't done that for a long time. It just makes
Things go forever.
competitions run out way too long, and all sorts of shenanigans happen when somebody like finds a good rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have someone sitting on the wall resting for 5 minutes, and they're like, you know, we got a broadcast to move on with. Yeah. All right, so we have our Olympian Osh McKenzie on Boulder 1. She's doing some different beta to everyone else,
Yeah.
but looking cruisy. She is a bit of a blur. It's an artistic choice by our cameraman.
Yeah.
She's got no problems with this.
Oh, and Charlotte's got the zone as well.
Charlotte's got the zone on
Both
Boulder
Osh
2.
made a music cake out of that.
Yeah, easy flash for Osh.
Charlotte also
Easy
did
zone.
easy things.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Good effort.
Great effort. That looks super cool.
Yeah, she's taking some big grabs.
Yeah.
That was hard.
Yeah. And I wonder if she'll get back on it and attempt the same beta that she just did.
What would you do?
Oh my god. I don't think I've looked at this long enough to figure out what I would do on that. But she's twisted herself up, and I wonder if it was something that she felt like she couldn't get back out of.
Yeah.
So I'm keen to see if maybe she tries, or maybe doesn't go as foot first.
Yeah. So hard to say. Just
Yeah.
looking at the angle of the zone hold, I was thinking, oh, maybe you could throw like a right foot up and go right hand and then come to left hand
Yep.
in a compression. But
Yeah.
with the angle of the left hold, I think it's probably just too bad.
That's it. Because, yeah, I mean, when I first looked at that, I thought immediately compression move at the top.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that is the most obvious thing when you're actually on it.
Yeah.
Or is, yeah, maybe just not possible with the angle, or it's something that you need to like kind of go foot first into and then come out into the compression move.
Yeah. I think she tried kind of what I was talking about.
Yeah,
Right foot up, but
yeah.
the angle just looks so bad.
Yeah, because she was kind of turned the other way then, but that makes that zone hold so much worse.
Yeah. And can't forget, it's on an overhang.
Yeah.
Starting probably like 15, 20 degrees. Like
Yeah.
nothing crazy, but enough that holds become bad.
Yeah. So, not being super familiar with the wall profile, do you know if the two colors on the wall that we can see there, is that an angle change?
Yes.
Yep.
So not all panels will change color just because the
Yep.
angles change, but the white panel is all just one shape,
Yep.
one angle.
Yeah.
And it gets steeper both sides of the grade.
Yeah, perfect.
Back on your knee.
So Charlotte, back on. I mean, she got the zone on her first attempt. She's not going for a zone. She really wants to top this. Got 45 seconds left. It looks like she's probably going to get on and have another crack. She hasn't walked off, so
Yeah, no. Doing the alarm swing.
yeah.
It's about the extent of my normal walk.
Yeah. No. Rests
Yeah.
so that we don't have too many plus shenanigans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely from looking at the climbs.
Yeah.
It looks that way. I think the only one would kind of be the slab that was just on screen.
Yeah.
It looks like Eve is about to hop on that slab now.
Yeah. Ravleen starting Boulder 2 and Neve just started Boulder 3.
Yeah.
So yeah, potentially the slab, depending on the angle, depending on the feet, you could just lean into it and have a little bit of a standing rest.
Yeah.
But I don't see any rests on the rest of these boulders.
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely.
No one's hanging out on this.
Yeah.
If they are, freak.
Freak.
Absolute freak.
Must have found him in a zoo or something.
That's it.
Must have found him in a zoo or something.
That's it. Alright, so Ravleen did the right foot up.
So strong. So strong.
Hip flexor's getting a bit of a workout there. Not quite. We've got Neve back on boulder number 3.
First time probably looking at it.
That's it.
So I think this next part you can definitely have a bit of a rest on, but
Yeah.
it looks like getting there might be tricky in
Yeah.
the first place.
But a beautiful dismount from Neve on that
Yeah,
attempt.
definitely. I think Neve is the only athlete from interstate in our finals for women's.
Right, she is.
She's from Beyond Bouldering, which is in Tasmania, in Launceston.
Is it?
So yeah, I think it's in Launceston.
Okay.
Yeah.
She doesn't seem like she's having too much fun on the slab just yet.
Back on the knee. Never mind.
All right, Beyond Bouldering is in Adelaide.
Oh, Adelaide. That's
Yeah, there you
right.
go.
Actually, I met the owners when I was in Grampians.
Oh,
once.
amazing.
So yeah, that's always fun.
So it looks like they've got a bit of a crew here at Lab Masters today. So welcome everyone from Beyond Bouldering, everyone from South Australia.
Yeah, definitely. It's always nice to say athletes at these events.
That's awesome,
Kind
yeah.
of gets like just people who are wanting to compete, used
Yeah.
to competing with each other, kind of like understanding where everyone's at.
Mm-hmm.
As much as everyone's here to have fun, a lot of these athletes also really do want to win.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially with a nice cash prize.
That's it.
Nice.
So Raveline coming back again into the position that she fell from before. She had a super high left foot.
God, that is so steep.
Yeah, insane. Being able to hold those holds at that angle, just insane. Neve contemplating life, 1 minute on the clock.
Yeah. A lot of foot slips on that slab so far.
Absolutely. It kind of seems like one of those slabs where you can't quite see the footholds
Yeah.
from where you are, and you just need to know where they are, and your footwork has to be super precise.
Yeah.
And being able to just like trust your feet.
It's like, obviously the foothold's a little bit blocked too, so it's like,
Yep.
you kind of gotta like sneak your foot around and,
That's it.
God, I hate those
You
moves.
just kind of like need to feel for it, weight it, trust it.
Yeah.
So hard.
It looks really far away. It looks
does.
like really hard to get your body around. I think they kind of almost wanted to like quite dynamically like pull themselves into the 180 move.
Yep.
Come on in.
All right, so time is up and Neve has just come off boulder 3, but we've got Raveline moving again towards the top of boulder number 2.
There's a lot of attempts that Charlotte and Raveline have put on this, so
Yeah.
hopefully they don't get themselves too tired.
At least they've got the slab up next. So a little bit of a rest, a little bit of a chill climb, and then back for the powerful one to finish.
Yeah.
But her last attempt, so Raveline's last attempt on this boulder was not her best one. So we'll see if she can at least match her high point here, if not get the top. She's gone for the heel. Oh, not quite.
Good effort.
Amazing effort. It looked like she really wanted to try and skip using the left foot. She wanted to just try and like punch for the top.
Yeah. But
Not quite enough power to get there.
I wonder if these guys tried the pinch shot test before. Did you
No,
see that?
I saw it, but I didn't do it. Did you do it?
I did.
Yeah.
I did not do very
Okay,
well.
no. I never trained pinch, so no, I probably wouldn't be that good at it.
Definitely my weakest.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely my weakest. Got baby thumbs.
No, yeah.
Oh, it looks like Helen's got her foot.
Well, she's touched it.
Yeah.
Maya on boulder number 2. Cruise to the zone. Holding those slopers like they're jugs.
Yeah. It's kind of awesome watching kind of Maya over the last couple of years. I started climbing a few years ago. She's obviously been in the space.
Yeah. Gonna want to give that a brush.
Yeah, definitely. She really might.
Yeah.
Just kind of seeing her become a lot more powerful.
Yeah.
She's definitely making those loops much easier.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
yeah.
and she's in VCE this year too. Like she's got exams on exams. She's studying to get into medicine, so she's doing all these extra exams too. She's got a lot going on.
That's just crazy.
Yeah.
I was just trying to show up to class.
Yeah.
Like, never mind competing at that.
No, don't compare yourself to Maya. You'll end up feeling real bad about yourself.
Some people are just meant to win, right?
That's
Win in
it.
life.
Absolutely. Yeah, she's just got that mentality in all aspects.
Yeah.
So Helen again on boulder number 3. We haven't seen anyone really move out of the start position at all yet.
No, looks very tricky so far.
Yeah. So this might be, I mean, look, the separation has been pretty good so far. I do wonder if this is the boulder that like really separates the field.
Yeah.
Maya back on boulder number 2.
Seems like a lot of athletes are really opting for that right heel position.
Yep. Alright, she's holding that super comfortably now. She's
Yeah.
just going to punch for the top. Ooh.
Just a bit more power. It's really close.
So yeah, I guess we've seen a few different sequences at that top position now. We've seen just going for the top from that low position. We've seen a high left foot. We've seen a heel from Ravleen. I think it was a bit of a last ditch attempt to stay on the boulder, but interested to see how everyone kind of attempts that. And I wonder now if Maya, like, she didn't quite make it then, is she just going to go back into it with more power, or is she just going to try and get her foot up?
Yeah, I think the powerful beta looked like promising.
Yeah.
It just kind of gives another, just extends the compression really.
Yeah.
Just makes the move bigger.
Yeah.
Hopefully the last hold's the nicer of the pinches.
True.
Hopefully a bit juggier, but
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out.
I mean, she knows the moves now, but she does have a limited amount of time. Oh, plus format. I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
Crazy. So she's maximizing her rest time here. Alright. Back in that top position. Oh, and not quite.
It's definitely better than just on up.
Yeah.
I think it definitely is one of the juggier of the pitches.
Yeah.
Just kind of looking to profile the hold, but obviously still a very difficult move.
Yeah, just like, I mean, she definitely had more of a hand on it the second time than the first time. She got a little bit higher, got a little bit deeper, but not quite there.
Another cheer for our Olympic athlete. Both World Cup athletes out right now.
Let's go.
Exciting. Who needs to travel to Boulder or
I
Seoul?
know. Well, yeah,
Boulder
Arco
Lab.
Rockmaster is on at the moment as well,
Yeah.
but we've got Lab Masters instead.
Arguably, yeah. Arguably beneficial.
Yeah, I think so.
Amazing.
And she's cruising. It took her 30 seconds.
Crazy.
Yeah. Cute. That's what we expect from our Olympic athlete.
Yeah.
Now let's watch Charlotte crush the slab. Oh, she's going for a little bit of a volume crimp, edge crimp.
I saw Helen try that before actually. Seemed like she tried to kind of like grab the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just maybe to try and like be in a more controlled position while you establish the foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. Kind of hope that maybe even push yourself a bit closer to the foothold.
Yeah.
But the left foot looks just too slopey to kind of like give you much benefit.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I'm kind of devastated that these boulders are going to get taken down.
Oh no, they're not even going to get tweaked. I mean, oh, they're taking up a lot of wall space, aren't they?
Yeah. So.
I mean, I guess we've got to strip and reset for men's anyway, so.
Yeah. Absolutely heartbreaking. I always have more fun on the female boulders.
Yeah.
Maybe just because the moves are just a little
slightly more approachable.
Yeah.
They do look like amazing boulders, so.
I think they're just generally a bit more flashy.
Whoa, that was cool.
Yeah, I think the women's boulders are just kind of a bit more flashy, a bit more fun to climb, I find. I think the guys' boulders can sometimes feel just a bit too, much of a strength check sometimes.
Yeah, so maybe just boulders that you can kind of brute strength your way through.
Yeah, it's just kind of it's not as fun to just be like, cool, I need to train 3 more weeks.
Yeah.
It's more fun to kind of have that stuff where you can work through.
Yeah. So Charlotte went for some more dynamic beta here. I wonder what she's gonna try now. She's struggling to get out of that start position as well.
Yeah. Looks like an evil move.
Would love to see a close-up of those footholds.
Yeah.
Just to see how heinous they truly are, because
Definitely.
they clearly are very bad. Well, we're trying. Charlotte's having a good close look at them.
Definitely a bit of confusion and maybe some frustration.
Yeah. 'Cause I'm assuming the bottom one of the 2 foot jibs is the one you want to put your foot on, and the top one is the blocker.
Yeah.
And the bottom one is maybe dual tex.
There we go.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a bit of a jib.
Yeah.
And the one on top is just.
It's just a no tex blocker.
Yeah.
And then you've got just a terrible little dual tex foot jib.
Ooh, it's the first time I've seen someone actually get the foot on.
Alright, that was definitely the best attempt we've seen so far.
Yeah.
10 seconds left on the clock. She's getting back on.
Nice. Come on. Hopefully we can see a wave to the crowd.
That's it. Do you think she's going to try the spin, or she's going to try and do a foot swap? She's thinking about it.
Yeah.
That's going to be so hard to pivot on.
Absolutely right. And if your foot's not on it properly.
No. Oh, she's going for the pivot.
Yes, come on.
Come on,
God,
Charlotte.
it's so insecure.
Oh!
Nice.
That was so good. I'm not quite sure what happened there, if her right foot slipped or her left foot did look like it came across a little bit high, so she missed the kind of the good part of the volume on the other side. That maybe the right foot doesn't need to be as good if you can really solidly kind of stab the other side, if you can just fall into it.
Yeah, definitely. I think hope the athletes brush up for the ball a lot.
Yeah, seriously. They probably think no one's touched it yet. I'm not going to bother.
Yeah. We've also got our first athlete on Boulder 4. Not on screen at the moment. We've got Reveille trying to slab. But Boulder 4 was the first one that caught my eye and thought, I really want to do this climb.
Yeah, it looks super fun.
Yeah.
Big swing fest.
I love these coordination moves. They're the most fun I have was climbing.
Wow, I cannot relate.
Yeah.
No.
So bad.
I want to pull hard on tiny things. I don't want to go swinging. Which, funnily enough, is exactly what I trained with Charlotte for the short period of time that she coached me. It was all about swinging and dynamic moves. Yeah.
I guess if you want to be a good competition climber, you really have to work your weaknesses.
You do,
You can't just be the one trick pony. Outdoor climbing, you can just choose what you want. But
Yeah.
you're able to kind of grab and set it.
Yeah, that's it. Funnily enough, I was listening to Climbing Gold, the Alex Honnold podcast recently. He did an interview with Hamish MacArthur, and he was actually talking about, his feelings between competition versus outdoor climbing, and how, he's just kind of more fulfilled by outdoor climbing, and what it means to him to actually just lean into what you're good at. And not force yourself out of your comfort zone all the time. He had really interesting perspective on it. Because we're always hearing that you need to train your weaknesses, but I mean, that potentially is just for competition climbers. If you're any other type of climber, if you're not doing competitions, you don't need to be good at anything. You can just be good at what is fun for you.
Yeah, exactly. Right? I think, in sports, it's so easy to forget about you having fun.
Yeah, that's it. We hope everyone's having fun anyway.
That is crazy.
That is crazy. I wonder if she's thinking about getting her foot into a position to pivot off.
Yeah. Oh, that's a strange position.
Yeah.
She is the only athlete to say she likes doing slabs.
There you go. Well, she definitely should be having fun then.
Hamish MacArthur though, he's the first athlete, so outdoor climbing has this kind of like this grading system. Nice, that was so easy.
She's a little bit stuck.
Yeah, that's a really stretched position.
Yeah, and being able to like release the toe and jump at the same time, that's super hard.
Yeah, definitely. Hamish MacArthur, so outdoor climbing goes from this 0 to 17. It's an endless scale, but the hardest thing done is 17 at the moment. Hamish MacArthur is the first and only person to have done this a V17 in one session, which is so insane.
And he wrote in his Instagram caption for that, like when he posted about that boulder, his literal timeline from like when he left his car to when he got back to his car, like how long everything took him.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's the kind of, again, working with Charlotte, it's the kind of mindset a lot of these athletes have. Like, you need to be so intuitive. You need to be able to change things up based on how you feel, but to be a really good athlete in climbing, you need to be so aware of everything you're doing.
That's it.
So meticulous.
But it was really interesting to hear him say in this podcast as well that he gets so in the zone on his outdoor boulders that he'll get to the top and he'll have to ask the people on the ground, did I send it clean? Did I do it from the start? Because he can't remember, like, did he start from maybe halfway up, or like he was just completely out of it.
Yeah, just like sense that. I definitely feel that I'm so heavy and intuitive climber.
Yeah.
I'm just in the zone, and all of a sudden it's over, and I'm like, I couldn't tell you a single move I did.
Oh, me too, 100%. I feel like I black out when I'm climbing.
100%.
Then someone asked me what my beta was. I'm like, I don't know. You tell me.
Good effort on the first attempt.
Very good.
Yes, something I've been doing recently has been when I do a climb, I get off, I look away, and I have to count how many holes were on the climb.
Okay.
And so I can visualize, kind of like go through the movements and stuff.
Wow. Oh my god. That was fantastic.
Yeah, she's definitely in the zone.
Yeah,
no
you did that
time for rest
super
here.
controlled.
That was so clean though. It was really clean.
And that's gonna have to spin around again. This one I feel is gonna need to be more dynamic. Yeah.
That's a really hard zone.
Really hard. So that handhold is pretty bad.
Yeah. It's only got like a little lip on it. Like it's got a lot of texture, but like most of that's just
Yeah.
slopey.
Incredibly sloping.
Ready for
Thinking about it.
Still on you mean?
We've got both climbers back on the wall for another attempt.
Yeah. Helen is getting this part every time.
Yeah, she's really nailing the start move.
You can see that dedication in her eyes, and there's like
That's
that eagle.
That's it. Maya again with the turnaround.
Just like
Who controls that beautifully. Finds the foot jib on the left side. Oh, she's going to maybe go for a little bit more controlled spin this time.
yeah.
Again,
Absolutely
crimping
just
the edge of the
that
volume. Perfect.
Just like we said before, athletes, they just learn so quickly.
That's it.
It's just like, I know what I need to do.
Yep.
Wow. This wow looks.
Wow.
Come on.
I mean, it's super high left foot there.
God.
She's fighting for it. Her hand is
So
slightly in the way. Oh my god, amazing. Just gets the heel on.
Come on.
She'll go for that again.
Helen also just got the zone from the hold on before.
Yeah, Helen finally catches that volcano pocket as Maya goes for the top on boulder 3. A beautiful top from Maya. Well done.
Just be nice feeling.
Nice to see some more points on the board for Helen. Fighting.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He'd be so tired at this point.
Oh my god.
Like fingers opening
Absolutely.
up, like
And the next move is massive. Just huge.
God, it's gonna be beautiful though.
Oh god.
I love this stuff.
Yeah, I can't wait to see somebody attempt that.
Interestingly, it looks like Helen might be quite a fun speed climber. Which, to get into the finals for bouldering comp being a speed climber is pretty impressive.
I wonder if she's lying to us.
Yeah, maybe it's just like, I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, I really love the speed wall as well.
I
but-
kind of love the speed wall too. It's like a nice little bit of cardio to finish a lead session with, honestly. Yeah. I'm not very speedy though.
Yeah.
What's your best time?
19 and a half seconds.
Oh, I mean, it's way better than me.
Yeah, how about you?
I can't jump, so it takes me a minute.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, you just said before you kind of don't like those
No,
speed
yeah,
walls.
exactly.
It's just crazy that people are just going at 5 seconds or less. Like,
Absolutely.
I don't think I could run that fast. And I run, so like,
Yeah. Although I did hear a little birdie told me something while I was at World Championships, and that is that para speed climbing is in development with the IFSC.
oh,
Yeah. So potentially, at least primarily going to be for vision impaired climbers,
Cool.
because their ability to their muscle memory is so insane. They can really learn that choreography, like that beta. They can memorize it. So yeah, excited to see what they end up doing with that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, not quite.
It's really unfortunate. Dry fire.
Expecting Charlotte to be an absolute beast on this boulder.
Definitely left the toe hook a bit late.
Yeah. Still stuck it. Oh, a little bit too much momentum coming into the volcano pocket.
Hang on, you girl. It's pretty brutal that because it's sloped on the inside, but it still takes on the outside. so
Terrible.
it's really not the best, the first hold you really choose to want to jump to.
True. Charlotte tried to teach me how to do a kipping pull-up.
Okay, yeah.
No, I just can't do it.
Can't do it.
I just didn't understand the physics of the kip. It's so confusing.
It's honestly hard to learn.
Yeah.
I remember someone was teaching me how to do muscle ups.
Yeah, okay.
And they were like, you got the kip, and I was like,
It's the
harder
same
to kip than it
thing.
is to do a pull up.
Exactly.
Nice, no mistake that time.
Easy zone on attempt number 2 for O. She missed a kind of a gnarly hand swap for Charlotte there. I saw it just out of above the monitor.
Yeah. She had to hold the swing on that pocket as
That's
well.
it.
She was trying.
Yeah. She's really trying to get over to that red dual text hold.
Yeah.
Like trying to push her hips over her foot, but those footholds and that angle is just so bad.
Yeah, like I think there's only like one climb in this finals with like nice feet.
Yeah, so
Alex, can you check the YouTube? Just make sure it's auto playing.
Definitely
Check down
secure
level.
on that hold this
that's
time.
it, yeah.
Staying on those.
She is really flexible and super tall.
Yeah. Definitely finding this quite awkward.
That's it. It is very awkward, but she's done it.
Definitely a bit of a shake of the head. She's definitely like,
That's it.
okay, I need to practice
Yeah,
this.
yeah. Probably shook her a little bit. It is nice to see her have to try hard on these boulders though.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's so hard to get people as strong as her, as talented as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. And to set something that is at OSHA's level that she really does have to try on, that we're also going to get a good show out of everyone else on, like, you know,
Yeah, definitely.
all of these climbers are so strong and so capable and so skilled.
Yeah.
But the spectrum of talent and skill and ability within this field is still quite broad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so crazy just how much better you can just be.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
it's just,
But how? How do we be better?
yeah.
Do we have to move to Switzerland?
Yeah, for real, right? Yeah. My friend was just in Switzerland actually, and I know a lot of people, I think it's in Bern, this is a river, and people will take the river to
Yeah, that's it,
So
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, we had World Championships there 2 years ago, and so a lot of us jumped in the river just for a little jaunt around town.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's so cool.
I'm not sure if I want to.
No, I don't think so.
So, close, just a bit too low. We've had all our athletes do the first few boulders, so we'll just be seeing our athletes one by one on this final boulder now.
That's it. So, wrapping up the women's field on boulder number 4. Raveline trying to control releasing the toe hook. I don't think we've seen anyone do that before.
Oh,
That way she finds herself a little bit of a rest, a spot to chalk up.
yeah, hopefully maybe a better position to jump.
Maybe. We'll see.
Might be a bit awkward.
Yeah, probably just needed to commit to that jump a tiny bit more.
Ready, 3. Come on, 3.
I just want to say as well, on the info sheet, on the shout out section, Raveline wrote her brother as a shout out for the love heart at the end. I think that's just too cute to not want to share.
That is adorable. We love a climbing family.
Yeah.
So again, going for the controlled slow release and using this opportunity to chalk up. Consider her next move. I don't think we've seen anyone brush that hold.
No, I was literally just thinking.
Yeah.
And I would be.
Yeah. So for those of you at home that can't see this hold properly or maybe aren't familiar with the holds, it is very slopey on the inside.
Yeah.
So it's like it's quite a deep pocket, but it's textured on the inside, but it's really slopey.
Yeah. And you can see, even just from the start hold, how much chalk is on it already.
Yeah.
And all that chalk, it just makes it feel more and more like the slippery texture.
Yeah.
Of some of these dual text holds.
You could just slide right out of it. And it's not that wide either, so you do see the climbers kind of like wrapping their hands like one on top of the other when they go to match it. So sticks at that time.
There's going to be a really awkward spot.
Yeah, so we saw Charlotte do kind of like a Houdini hand swap in that position as well. Raveline's just gone for the crossover. It could go. She has released her right hand. Oh, that was beautiful.
This is going to be a really exciting move.
Now we need a big jump.
I would be here and be like, after
So we're going for a paddle to the top move.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Come on.
Oh, not quite. It kind of looked like she was trying to catch that first hold instead of paddling it, but
Yeah.
you know,
We've
such
got
a good
bit-
attempt.
Finally got the scoreboard up so we can see everyone's positioning right now. So prayerfully to get to the top of this could be huge for her. This could get in
Absolutely.
third place. Nice couple $100 to
Yeah.
make it all worth it.
And she's got a little bit of time, so probably gonna milk the rest of the clock just to rest.
Yeah.
It is her last boulder, so she can literally give it everything she's got.
Looks like the scoreboard hasn't actually been updated for her, so she could be in third right now.
Alright, stay with you, Carl.
Nice.
Right.
Oh, she's going for the crossover again. I think that beta worked so nicely. She's like set herself up so that the hand sequencing is really seamless.
Yeah. These are the seconds that count.
This is it. Really got to commit to this dono.
Come on, Rebel. Come on.
Not quite.
That's a shame. Really good effort. Really good effort.
Beautiful effort.
So we've got Maya coming out now.
That's it. And it seems like those two holds at the very top as well, like they're not good holds and they're not at a good angle. You are really going to need to commit to like the paddle, but also really good foot stab on that volume over to the right.
Yes.
Yeah.
It looks like a really committing and a little bit scary, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially
Like,
with that foot stab.
uh-huh.
Oh, that was nuts.
All right, crazy. This girl. Nice.
Instantly knew it was second.
Absolutely. Controlled that swing beautifully.
Stay with you, Carl.
She's gonna-
Also going for the crossover. Super nice.
Go a little higher.
Oh, okay. Oh,
God, really making use of that hand space.
that's it, yeah. She flew quite far.
Yeah.
But you saw her go for the paddle.
Yes.
She was able to at least, I think, stretch one of her hands out towards the top hold.
Yeah. But
I don't know if she
definitely
touched
to Get her hips over.
Yeah, yeah. And her foot was out, like it was prepared for the stab.
Yeah.
I feel like overall, like her body positioning is like it's in the right direction.
Yeah.
A little bit more commitment, a little bit more accuracy.
Absolutely knows what she wants to do.
Yeah. She's in no rush. I think she's learned all the moves. Like you said, she knows what she wants to do on her next attempt.
Yeah.
It's not worth rushing. She needs a lot of energy for this boulder.
Yes, definitely. And she was also in the first session this morning. She's been here all
Wow. Oh
day.
my god.
She was actually the first person in action.
Wow, of course she was. That's so male.
Carl.
Looking super comfortable through these moves now as well. Oh, that was
so close.
very, very close.
There's another minute and a half to rest.
That's it.
Like,
There's probably at least,
they look awful.
if she really needs it, 2 more attempts.
Yeah. I reckon it'd be worth it just give it one last.
Yeah, you reckon milk the rest of the time just to rest and then go right at the end? Yeah.
It's just too powerful.
Yeah. See our DJ vibing up in the top left
Yeah.
corner.
Diego, he loves it.
Shout out to Diego.
Also, climber at the lab, ready one.
Yeah, the energy's been really good in here today, like with the music, the crowd,
Oh yeah, dude.
the lighting, everything, the route setting, the boulders, the climbers, everyone's amazing. I think you're right. I think she's really milking the rest time. She's going to have one really strong final attempt.
Yeah. As well, I think for me, and I'm sure many other athletes, like you can say to yourself, it's like there's kind of just like a moment where you just feel like I need to go now.
Yeah.
I definitely have those moments where I'm just like, this is something just feels right.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes logic is out the window, and you just need to get it done.
Yeah. Some like otherworldly power just
That's it.
lets you know that now's the time.
Something in the universe is telling you to go.
Hopefully this is it for Naya.
Not quite.
Very close.
She had almost everything there. Not quite enough.
Awesome effort from everyone so far. Been fun. Really fun.
A lot of fist bumps from the kids in the crowd. That's so sweet. All right, Osh Mackenzie. Oceana Mackenzie, as Matt Groom would say, everybody calls her Osh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she gets to the right hand
Yeah.
and matches
Because she
she's strong
can.
enough.
Yeah, she can do that. Yeah. And she looks comfy. Like everything is cruisy so far. That was probably the closest attempt we've seen yet.
Yeah.
Oh, she's getting some of the kids to brush for her.
So cute.
Oh my God.
So cute.
The 4 kids fighting over the brush. It's so adorable.
I reckon in a couple years we'll see some of these kids on the stage.
Oh, absolutely.
A few of them are so strong, it's not even
Yeah.
like,
I think I've seen some of those kids do at least like 8s at Boulder Lab.
Yeah. It's crazy. And like they have to do things in such strange ways. They can't. Oh,
Cruising it.
She made that with chill.
Yep. Again, she'll go for the right hand in the match.
Like in your home city.
Yeah,
Like,
all the fist bumps from the youth squad.
Yeah, like,
so
you're
cute.
gonna remember this from.
Yeah, you see Oscar grinning down there in the corner behind his cameras.
That is the end of the women's, I believe.
Yeah, so that's our last competitor for the women's final.
One. All right, you guys are good for a few. We're gonna have a look at the
Scoreboard. All right, so we had a scoreboard coming up. Let's see how the women's final panned out. So we've got Osh Mackenzie in first place, a score of 99.6. Maya in second place, and Charlotte makes the podium. Oh wait, we've got a tie.
Oh, but I reckon they went to like, where do you want to go?
Yeah, we'll I guess default to qualification ranking. So who qualified first out of Charlotte and Raveline? I think it was Raveline, right?
I think so. I honestly don't remember. I could probably check my phone. I mean, if this is right, maybe Charlotte, but I think Raveline was ahead.
I think potentially Raveline qualified in a higher position.
Yeah,
so,
because Raveline came out after Charlotte.
Yeah, like in finals, nope, we're just double checking the scores now.
So Raveline is in third place.
Yep.
Awesome work from the 16-year-old.
Yeah,
That's
amazing.
great.
Yeah. So as I was saying, like in finals, if there is a tie, you do default to qualification ranking.
Yeah.
Raveline, amazing job. That's our podium. We are heading to some ads from our sponsors. We'll see you back from ends.
And we're all ads. Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Sorry, that was pretty hectic.
Good all-around aggressive shoe. They're pretty soft, so you can kind of feel what's underneath your feet, which is nice. The heel is that specified like Mad Rock heel that you see on the drone as well. There's like a little ridge, which can be very nice for some outdoor climbs. Also on these red lines, there's a whole bunch of toe hook rubber that if you know me at all, you know I love to toe hook and they perform very well. I've found that you can perform on fiberglass too. Like I took those shoes in the training center and they performed, and I took them out in little and they're still fantastic.
Who are we and what do we do? We study walls, we train, we dance, we climb, we fall, we laugh, we fall, we celebrate. No matter how small or tall the wall is, we all live and breathe this process. How are we able to keep trying again and again? Because of you. We gain courage, psych, and energy from the people around us that empowers us to be better. This is who we are, and this is what we do.
The red lines are a pretty good all-around aggressive shoe. They're pretty soft, so you can kind of feel what's underneath your feet, which is nice. The heel is that specified like Mad Rock heel that you see on the drone as well. There's like a little ridge, which can be very nice for some outdoor climbs. Also on these red lines, there's a whole bunch of toe hook rubber that if you know me at all, you know I love to toe hook and they perform very well. I've found that you can perform on fiberglass too. Like I took those shoes in the training center and they performed, and I took them out in little and they're still fantastic.
Who are we and what do we do? We study walls, we train, we dance, we climb, we fall, we laugh, we fall, we celebrate. No matter how small or tall the wall is, we all live and breathe this process. How are we able to keep trying again and again? Because of you. We gain courage, psych, and energy from the people around us that empowers us to be better. This is who we are, and this is what we do.
Awesome. Welcome back to Black Diamond Lab Masters 2025. We've just had a bit of an intermission because we just took down all of the old boulders that the women just climbed on, and just the setters have put up some new boulders for the guys to try. So Yeah, we'll have a look at them. But just a couple sponsors again. Black Diamond, huge sponsor for us. Obviously, the event is named after them. Allows us to run things like this each year. I'm very thankful for them. Tenzing, make sure I can run. Sorry, before we go into more sponsors, I should reintroduce myself. I am Kale. Here we are on screen. I'm Kale. This is Sarah.
I'm eating a peanut butter cup.
So I'm kind of just going through the intro now while she's having some dinner. Yeah, we're commentating for the finals tonight, and it's been exciting so far. So yeah, hopefully some more fun boulders. Yeah, anything you wanted to say? I just wanted to enjoy your dinner.
My dinner?
Yeah.
My dinner being a We're sharing one microphone at the moment because one of them isn't working. So it's a little behind the scenes nightmare situation. Yeah, my dinner was a peanut butter cup. It's not very nutritious, but it has 11 grams of protein. So let's go. Yeah, I know. We're not going to shout them out because they're not a sponsor. So I think we are waiting for observation for the men. I think we have presentation happening at the moment, but our camera is not quite facing the right part of the wall.
Here we are. So yeah, a lot of really strong guys again. Some of these guys have been at World Cups. Some of these guys were at States this year and did really well. And a lot of interstate climbers, so that's quite exciting.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty crazy field. And shout out to Dylan. So Dylan Parks, who just came out far right of the lineup at the moment. He placed 25th just recently at the Boulder World Championships in Seoul. One place out of making semi-finals at World Championships level in bouldering.
That is so bittersweet. But honestly, that's would be so exhilarating. You'd be like, I'm so back.
He was so close too. I think it was maybe down to one attempt or something. And there was just this freak climber from God knows where who just kind of came out of nowhere, someone that no one in the field knew. He just came up and did surprisingly well and pushed everybody down a spot, and there were a whole bunch of appeals happening, and it's just absolutely crazy. But yeah, he did so well.
Nice bit of drama in the bouldering world. Doesn't happen too much, to be honest.
Ooh, I don't know about that. I feel like there's always a little bit of drama at comps of that level, but maybe just not things that you hear.
Yeah.
They're not things that Matt Groom is talking about.
Yeah, I think maybe then yeah, if it kind of broadcasting wise, everything's a bit less dramatized. Mm-hmm. Everything's just a bit more about the climbing, I guess.
That's it, yeah. All right, so we've got observation happening now for boulder number 1. So we're back in that nice little roof section. What do you think about this boulder?
Very confusing. A lot of different shapes, a lot of just different, very stark colors. It kind of is shocks me at first.
This is the Ronald McDonald boulder.
Yeah. It looks pretty powerful, definitely. Kind of hard to read that middle section, I think. It looks pretty interesting.
You can't really see what's going on the underside of the roof, but I would say probably not a lot or anything on the other side of that big yellow hold.
I reckon there's some toe hook swapping action going on, a lot of kind of delicate footwork, but a lot of strength required.
One of those boulders that has just so many physical moves to make one move.
Yeah, absolutely. And is that boulder number? It's boulder number 2, I think. So yeah, they're definitely trying to make them hurt early.
That's it. Shout out to Jimmy in the background who's running the live stream. We now have 2 microphones. Let's go. All right, over to boulder number 2. One of those ones where you first look at it and you're like, oh, it's not a lot going on there.
Yeah, very deceiving.
Yeah.
I guess a lot of the parts of these competitions is to try and make things kind of confuse the athletes, deceive the athletes.
Yeah. Yeah, a big part of the route center's job is just chaos and confusion.
Yeah.
and misdirection.
Yes, especially compared to like 15 or more years ago, like bouldering competitions have changed so much.
That's it,
And
yeah.
like back in the day, it was just like the person who can pinch the strongest
Yeah.
gets through. Now there's just so much more to it that, like you said, with that athlete just coming from nowhere, sometimes you just have a good day
Yeah.
and you just read everything perfectly, things suit you, and
That's it.
yeah.
I do kind of love it though if I'm watching a World Cup and out of nowhere they'll bring out just like a super old school boulder, something that's just like pure strength, like super hard crimps at like a crazy angle, something like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's nice to see that every now and then, but you know, there's so much evolution and so much room for growth in route setting, so it's changed a lot.
Yeah. Hugely creative job.
Have you done any route setting?
No. I would be awesome.
Yeah.
Hopefully anyone hiring is listening right now. But no, it would be awesome. But just like movement is so fun. And yeah, it's such
a
privileged
physical job though.
So physical.
Yeah.
I obviously, being in climbing, I know a few people who work in it, and they'll get home at the end of the week and they just like lie down
Yeah.
for like hours.
Comatose.
Yeah. But they all seem to love it. So.
Yeah. Nice to see the competitors working together through some of this sequence.
Yeah.
Wonder what crazy kind of things they're cooking up.
And that's kind of part of the fun of this reading time for the athletes. It's like, it's really time to get to like realize you're not, of course you're competing against each other, but
Yeah.
you're not, you're actually trying to all just send the boulder. You know,
That's it.
you're all just having a good time and you want to win, but like, you just hope that everyone's having fun.
Like at the end of the day, they are competing against the boulder, not necessarily against themselves. I mean, against each other.
Yeah.
Them sharing beta is probably not going to make a massive difference to like their ability to do the boulder.
Yeah.
So yeah, you don't tend to see them like holding back when it comes to this level of collaboration.
Yeah. It's like people are more, as a group, they're more likely to succeed by sharing.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, more so than competitive edge.
Yeah,
Sharing.
yeah.
This looks like another hard zone, or at least a long way to get to the zone for this.
Yeah, and a really interesting start position as well.
Yeah.
It's a very long boulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely nice to see the field collaborating on something like this. I was listening to That's Not Real Climbing podcast the other day, and they were interviewing Annie Sanders. And Annie was actually saying that when it comes to observation and route reading, particularly I think she was mentioning lead World Cups, that she doesn't actually collaborate that much with the other athletes on the field. So there's definitely some athletes who prefer to kind of stick to themselves, but I do like to see them working together.
Yeah, everyone has their own way of competing, right? And it's like some people are just happy to hang out by themselves, introverted, just love to...
Yeah, she mentioned a lot that she's just like quite introverted and, you know, doesn't really have the confidence to go up and, you know, work through some of the things with other people, at least the ones that she's not already friends with. So yeah, super interesting podcast episode actually. I didn't know a lot about Annie Sanders before I listened to that, so nice to get to know her a little bit better.
And another flashy boulder.
Absolutely. And again, very long.
Yeah.
Looks like it's made out of jelly beans.
It does a little bit, yeah. The move to that second last hold looks pretty evil.
Absolutely. Definitely have quite, I mean, it's incredibly dynamic. We've got some level of coordination needed here. The first move seems like a pretty standard, like toe hook into a lache. Do you think that they are controlling the green hold or they're paddling through? At what point do you think they're stopping along that journey?
The volume does look really good.
Yeah.
They probably could stop, but again, it's so hard to say. The angle of a wall can be deceiving, but I think the idea is probably to kind of like pull through into this like paddly Gaston kind of business. But I'm sure some of them are strong enough, they'll do some crazy things.
That's what I was thinking too, is that potentially the Gaston is the kind of a stopper move for the dynamic coordination, like that first part of it. But man, it's so shouldery to like control that move.
Yeah, absolutely. But watching some of the athletes who are on stage now, as well as some who didn't quite make it to finals, some of the things they were doing, like this climb you can't see, it's in front of us. The Gastons they were doing, like, oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, definitely that Gaston will be hard to hold, but these climbers are absolutely capable of doing it. And yeah, the men's field is particularly stacked. Like you mentioned, some of the climbers that didn't quite make it into finals. There are some names in that list that I was very surprised not to see in the top 6.
Absolutely. Like some of them competition climbers at heart, have been to World Cups or at least national level events, and some of them just really strong outdoor climbers. But yeah, a lot of brutal field for this year.
Yeah, did I see Cal Mather was in that list?
Yeah, definitely. I think he came around top 10, but yeah, he's been an absolute storm outside this year. Like, it's so cool to see someone just setting up some like amazing boulders and repeating some really like niche boulders that not many people have really tried, especially Australian athletes.
Yeah, he's definitely in this like exploration era. Like he's just absolutely having a tear through the Grampians, doing first ascents, doing all sorts of crazy things that no one has probably ever looked twice at.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's so cool to see, and yeah, I can't wait to see kind of like what he does in the future, because I feel Australian outdoor climbing, at least for bouldering, has been quiet for a while, and it's just cool to see someone kind of like really pushing stuff, as well as some other climbers from other states. But it's nice to see someone in Victoria having some fun with it.
Yeah, absolutely. He's very humble as well, but you should check out his Instagram because he posts a lot of his sends there. So, all right, we got our first climber on men's boulder number 1. I think this is Amar. Let's find out. A couple of other climbers that didn't quite make finals, like some kind of people that we would have expected to maybe. So we got Renee Matthias. He's often, I mean, he's kind of just coming out of youth and into opens, but I think at Boulder States earlier in the year, he maybe made finals in both youth and open.
Wow, that's really impressive. And for States this year, he also made it into finals. So yeah, he's only been climbing for like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, he's crazy strong.
Yeah.
And Marlo as well was like pretty high up in the list too. Another crusher.
Apparently, Amar's regular gym is Anytime Fitness, so looks like you don't need a boulder to be any good at this.
No, just get on that treadmill, baby. But clearly he's repping Gunbushed and he's asked for us to give them a shout out as well. So what, do we have a Western Australian climber on our list then?
Yeah, we have 2 athletes from Gunbushed actually. We also got Max Perret, so yeah, nice turnout from them.
I mean, I haven't been there, but it just looks like an insane spray wall. I can imagine that if that's the wall you're training on, then you're just going to be a super crusher. I kind of feel that way a little bit about like La Rocca spray wall climbers as well. Yeah, if you're like a crusher on the barrel, you're just a crusher at everything.
Yeah. I love the spray wall. It's just like the ability to do whatever you want. It's just so fun.
I also love that the spray wall at Boulder Lab in Brunswick has tagged circuits on it, so that's super nice for a lead climber to get some endurance. It's really good. And I don't have to think about what hold is next because they're tagged.
Yeah, the one here at Fentry Gully, we have 10 taped numbers on, which sometimes can be hard, especially if the tape is red and the pen is black. So it's a bit of memory action there, but maybe it's good for you.
Nah, it can't hurt.
Obviously, quite a tough first boulder. Amar is really having to think about what he's doing and pull pretty hard. Looks like they're trying to get the athletes pretty tired early on.
Yeah, hopefully they don't just completely gas themselves out on the first boulder, because it definitely looks super powerful. It's one of those things where the seasoned competitors are going to be better at managing their energy levels and deciding how much effort is actually worth putting into a boulder this hard, this early on in the round.
Also, thank you to all the photographers volunteering your time to get. It's nice to be able to post on Instagram after the event with some nice photos. That's awesome.
And out of nowhere, he kind of made that move look really easy.
Yep, and finally got the zone.
Definitely fighting to stay on the wall at this point.
Like I said, this middle part looks so tricky. Lots of like feet action, like trying to pull yourself under yourself. Yeah, pretty strange.
Alright, we got Ben Abel up on boulder number 1 now. If you know competition climbers in Australia, you know Ben Abel.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, definitely one of our best prospects we've had over the past couple of years. Has taken a break recently, but obviously seems to be back. And yeah, making this look so easy.
Absolutely. Like, I don't know what level he's back at, but he seems to be still enjoying it, still crushing. So I'm actually really excited to see that Ben came down from Sydney for this. It's really nice to see him out there.
If there's gonna be boulders that suit him, this is definitely one of them. Something like quite physically strong, but also quite jumpy. Every time I see something posted by him, he's always just kind of like monkeying around.
That's so true. I think, didn't I see maybe earlier this year, he was like trying to do, I don't know, like 10 climbs at like V11 or something like that. He's got some kind of like little challenge for himself with outdoor boulders that he's posting on his Instagram. Dude's just such a crusher.
Yeah.
I want to give a quick shout out again to Helen Lee. So she said that her favorite boulder, she said that her favorite gym was the Urban Climb Speed Wall, and I called her a liar. Turns out that Helen Lee is actually the Oceania speed record holder. So she is a speed climber. Apparently she's also an amazing boulderer. So hell yeah, Helen.
Yeah. We're so sorry, Helen. We won't underestimate you again.
That's it.
Obviously still a tricky first move. Obviously slippy, you have to be so accurate with how your body's moving.
Yeah, I mean, those holds you're going to, those yellow dual takes, those are not good holds, and that's like a pretty big compression move on really bad holds.
Yeah, definitely. And it's going to be really interesting seeing the male athletes on these boulders, because I think for the women's, it was probably a bit more obvious on who's going to be able to do what. At least, with people like Osh and Maya in the mix. But for the guys, it's kind of anyone's game. And it's just who's climbing better on a day.
Yeah, the men's field probably is a little bit more close in terms of, I don't know, skill, ability, whatever. whatever it takes to crush a Boulder finals round. They are pretty close together. I think that, oh, not quite. So, I love to see Dylan and Max go up against each other.
Yeah, I have seen Dylan, I think, won Lab Masters or came second 2 years ago. So maybe he's kind of a bit back for revenge. I think this is Max's first time here. Seen him at Boulder Fest last year. Did well. I mean, he's been at World Cups, both of them together, so they're pretty close as well. So a lot of these athletes really know each other quite well.
And then Kataro is just, dude's insane.
I've seen some of his stuff on Instagram, and I've just never seen someone just pull on things like he does. It's just, he'll just pull a move, and I'm just like, you're not a human, dude. Like,
Yeah, it looked like when he jumped for that yellow dual tex, he just went to control the left hold instead of going for the right and doing the compression move. Like, he almost held that on its own.
and that just says so much about what his style as an athlete. He just loves to crank and stuff.
I think for a north side climber, that tracks.
Yeah, definitely. They definitely love to just pull and just like mince their way up a wall.
Yeah.
Also, I believe he's a setter at up. And I have climbed there once after states last year, and again, feeling their sets, like, you can definitely feel the type of style that he likes to play with.
That's it, yeah. I haven't had a chance to get to up since they changed their head setter. So I'm really interested to see how, I guess, the style has changed over time. I was there for, I think their opening event was actually Boulder State Titles. Yeah.
You commentated there,
I
right?
did, yeah.
Nice. That's so cool. So, yeah. It's always one of the joys of climbing is the fact that, like, you know, obviously there's so many different gyms, so many different setters. Like, each time you go to a gym, there's always something new. And like you just mentioned about changing head setters, like, it just can change the vibe of the space so much. And there's always something to just be like, something new to try.
We seem to have this like amazing influx of like super strong Japanese route setters and climbers at the moment. So Up's new head setter is Akira, who had done some setting at La Rocca and Urban. And I also just feel like anyone that's coming out of La Rocca is just like going to be like a crazy strong climber. But they have a really unique and a fairly distinct style, I feel, like these setters that are coming from Japan. And we're seeing a fair bit of that at Northside as well. They even have like a Japanese climbing club there now.
Oh, really? Wow, that's crazy. That's really cool. Yeah, Kataro making his way through to the top of the boulder. Does not want to use that foot. He just wanted to go for it.
It kind of seemed like he jumped with a toe hook in.
Yeah. Definitely a funky move, but obviously we saw that in the final boulder for the women, so nothing too crazy for comp climbing apparently.
No, that's true. Do you think that there's a better position to jump from? Like, do you think you can release the toe hook in a controlled way and then jump, or it needs to be kind of one fluid move?
It looks like they've got that little kind of volume on that right there, so I feel like they kind of want the athletes a little bit to kind of get the foot up, but it looks like they're not really wanting to so far. Yeah, God.
It's probably one of those things that like maybe looks obvious, but when you're up there it feels terrible, or it just, you know, is way harder than it looks.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's one of the things about comp climbing. Like, you just need to be so intuitive. Oh, I just hit that hold a bit too low, but yeah, good on him. He did well. We've got our very own Riley Thurston's coming out. He works here at the lab. He won state titles this year. So after having a bit of a hiatus from climbing too, but he was also a youth athlete, did really well, and so excited to see him climb and hope he does really well.
Yeah, I heard that he took some time off and he came back to comp climbing saying he would give it a year and see how it goes, and if he liked it, he'd stick with it. So, I mean, it seems like he's doing pretty well.
Yeah, it seems like he's obviously enjoying, and he's been training again. I've been seeing him in the gym, so yeah, it's nice to see he's kind of like enjoying his time again. Similar situation with Ben, just kind of needed a break just to get that psych back, and yeah, it looks like they're really enjoying their time.
Right, this is our first look at someone on men's boulder number 2 now.
Another one of those really hard to figure out climbs. It seems like that's kind of what they've done for this men's final. Just made things really kind of like difficult to figure out what to do, trying to split the competition a bit.
That's it. It's like as much as a mental challenge as it is a physical one. I mean, that's any boulder round or any climb, but like they really kind of push the mental challenge on this because a lot of effort is going into just figuring out what is that move supposed to be.
Riley is just doing some crazy things. He's like, looks like he's about to fall twice and just like held on, and he got really close to send.
He did. I mean, he was pretty high up on that final hold, and he was using that right footer, that tiny little like pyramid volume they've got on there. So he's in a pretty good position to hit the top hold. He just needs to get a tiny bit higher on it. And that's a decent top hold too. Like if you can slap the top of that, it's pretty bomber.
Yeah, at least for these guys.
Yeah.
Hopefully Amar gets some moves on this. It'll be nice to kind of have an idea on what's going on.
Come on, hip flexors, let's go.
He's using his arm to try and lift his leg up.
I mean, we see that at a World Cup level as well, particularly with the men's climbers. Whenever there is any sort of like splits move or a super high foot, they are lifting their legs up with their hands.
That's one of the beauties in climbing. Almost anything goes. Like
that's
you get
it.
to see some fun things.
You can kind of be as scrappy as you want to be, as long as you're getting to the top. I mean, that's, at the end of the day, that's what matters.
Yeah, absolutely. But it definitely feels nice to climb pretty.
That's true. Yeah, if you can get into that flow state, if you can do things that really nicely and efficiently, then that's the ideal.
See, the athletes really like resting, and when you're there, it's such a strange like time dissonance. You feel like you're there forever and no time at all. Looks like a really awkward position.
Yeah, because at some point he's going to have to get around that volume, but he needs to stay close enough to the wall to not fall off. So he's trying to keep his hips super close while he's trying to reach around.
Hit a bit of a Christ air pose right there.
Oh my god! Christ air reference on the live stream. That's my favorite skating move.
Yeah. Riley is such an unassuming athlete. He just looks like some random dude, and then he just hits the most insane thing you've ever seen, and you're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Come on, Riley. He really set himself up quite well. A lot of the athletes just 1 foot on, he's really like put both feet on and set himself well for the jump.
That's it. He was pretty much in the perfect position to make the move and just didn't quite get it. Also, the top of that hold probably needs a brush. Looks very chalky. He just slid right off it.
Smart brushing work by Max.
Absolutely. So Max on boulder 1 and Ben on boulder 2. And he's established this pretty easily. Looking comfy so far.
That was almost a really good save there. As fun slip off.
So I'm assuming that there is some kind of screw on the inside of that green hold that we can't see, potentially between the green hold and the volume.
Yeah, potentially. It's so hard to tell, especially with these boulders. It's like sometimes you just don't have anything to pull on and you're just smearing on whatever you can. That looks really close.
It looks good. He's definitely reaching in there and grabbing something. I wonder what it could potentially be. It's clearly nothing good.
Yeah. Looks like a very Gambo Shed kind of move.
That's it. If anyone can campus this boulder, it's a Gunva Shed climber.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, yeah, just power athletes through and through. Oh my god.
Crazy save.
The thumb is no texture. Like, that's crazy. Oh, it looks like Ben's making some moves on boulder 2 as well. Oh, that's a very sick move. That
was good. Awesome. Do you think he'll get zone points for that?
Oh god, I would say so. He used it. He used it. Like
he didn't make like a forward motion on it.
Hopefully,
I don't know.
Hopefully we have some really experienced judges.
Yeah, I've boulder judged a grand total, I think, of 1 time. So.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so it looks like maybe he didn't get zone points for that. So yeah, my instinct was correct. So maybe I'm an amazing boulder judge.
Yeah, it looks like you should do it next year as well.
It's a very, very long day when you judge qualifications and then you commentate the live stream, so I'll do what I can.
Pretty good effort to nearly hold that without the foot.
Yeah, and again, he like kind of semi-controlled it, and then you could see him moving his right foot towards that green hold on the right, that big sloper. So I wonder if that was enough to get him those zone points as well. Again, like, yeah, boulder judging is fairly subjective. There are obviously rules and guidelines that the judges follow to award or not award points, but there's always an appeal or a case that you can make when it's that kind of tenuous or that close.
And it's also part of a setter's jobs to make sure things like that are thought about, because yeah, you don't want everything to just be controversial. You just want people to have fun. Obviously, some very hard boulders so far.
Yeah, absolutely. We haven't got that many points on the board.
And this is one of the problems with having such confusing and low percentage moves, is that like it helps split the field, but what if you don't have that one person who just kind of like shines? What if everyone just doesn't read it correctly?
Well, yeah, we've definitely seen even at a World Cup level that sometimes the podium comes down to attempts, and sometimes it only takes one top to get on a boulder, or to get on a podium for a boulder round.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, especially now, like with the new boulder format and boulder rules at the IFSC level, it actually is better to get zones across all the boulders rather than getting one top, because previously a top would just send you straight to the top of the leaderboard, and now it's actually better to get multiple zones than to get a single top.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Back before this new like 10 and 25 format, if you got a single top and you only got one zone as well, you would be on top of someone who zoned every single climb, which is kind of a little bit overpowered, so you can understand why they changed it.
Yeah, but now it's kind of like it's better to be an all-rounder than to be really, really good at one thing. So, you know, it's still fairly controversial. I'm not quite sure if there's a consensus on whether people like it or not. But Kataro looking really good moving towards this zone.
again, he just tried to power that. He just was like, I'm holding that.
Clearly that zone hold is terrible.
Yeah, or at least the positioning is just awful. But, I mean, Ben did a really good job at almost holding it, so.
Yeah, he still kind of like semi-controlled it and then tended to spin off it each time. Oh my god, he floated into that position. That was crazy.
Yeah, we've seen everyone else kind of like left right into it. He was just like, I'm going to grow wings.
And kind of what we expect from someone to come that came 25th at World Championship level in bouldering. Just crazy good.
Yeah, absolutely. It's such a privilege to watch athletes at such a level. Same with watching Osh, like Olympic finalists. Like, so awesome that we can see this just at our local gym.
Yeah.
Looks pretty comfortable right now. Hopefully he sends.
That was so good. I think that was a flash.
Yeah, unsure. It's been so hard watching two competitors climb at once, to be honest.
The Katara still trying hard on boulder number 2, but yeah, that was a stunning climb from Dylan. And it's what I hope to see from him.
Yeah, and you can see on his face when he came down, like, it's kind of so within his limits.
True.
Wow, so impressive.
That is insane. That is, oh my god. What? Oh my god, that was phenomenal. That was so crazy. He's got time, he's getting back on.
He just needed to hit that left hand at the top, and I think he would have had that. But yeah, he's definitely confident. He's giving it another attempt.
Oh, not great. He's still got time to get back on. It's probably a little bit much for a boulder number 2. He's still got 2 to go, but that was crazy good.
Yeah, so impressive. Like I said, the things I see him do, I'm just like, what the hell?
We've got Riley on boulder number 2, and just off camera we've got Amar starting on boulder number 3. So first climber on the slab for the men's round.
We'll see if it takes as many victims as for the women's round.
Yeah.
I've not seen a single person look comfortable here. Oh my god. Oh, sorry, I thought he got to the end just then. I was like, oh my god.
It's going in the other direction to the women's?
Yeah.
I think we'll see Riley get zone points for that attempt because he got his left foot up after he grabbed the zone hold. So I think that might be enough to get him that 10 or 10 minus attempts.
Very tentative slab climbing here. Yeah.
he's done so many moves and he's not even at the zone yet.
Yeah, right? I feel you either love or hate slab.
Yeah, that's it.
Especially ones like this. Lots of like smearing. Yeah. Looks like he's trying to sneak a zone in by trying to use the palm press.
Riley matching that hold is wild.
Yeah. He seems to love his kind of like gassed on his small box problems. At States, he did another hard climb, very similar move.
So 3 attempts to grab that blocked crimp. The fact that he could even do 3 attempts at that without falling off is wild.
Yeah, that's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
You can see in his face, he's like, come on, man. Like,
So tired.
let me know if you want to swap. I'm back on the slab. Those crimps look awful. Like, you can see why he's missing them. We're talking before just about those blocked holds again. Even if the hold is good, which I'm not going to say it looks particularly great.
No.
It just makes it that extra little bit harder. Yeah, it looks quite flat.
That is not in cut at all. That's super flat, if not like maybe slightly rounded on the edge as well. Like, not only do you need to be like so accurate with like going to that hold, it's super hard to hold on its own.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice little rest spot some climbers might try and take advantage of.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's the benefit of slab, right? You get a little bit of your breath back. It's so much control and it's so much focus, but it's not that physical.
Oh, brutal foot slip.
But Riley's still on the wall, so time is up, but he's got,
Oh no! Straight to brushing again. One of the most important things you can do. The amount of times I've struggled in a climb, given it a brush, and then sent it first attempt as if I wasn't even trying. It's just like, it's silly how many times I've done that, to be honest.
I mean, it's definitely one thing that I'd love to see more in gyms is just a little bit better brushing etiquette. Never go astray.
Definitely. I think, again, with so many new climbers coming in, learning so much about the sport, every day, like, there's so many people, just so much traffic, but absolutely, like, people coming in, learning kind of those etiquette things, so important, just kind of for everyone's enjoyment.
So Max, looking just as uncomfortable as anyone in this position. He's really tall, so I can imagine that this is like, I don't know, it's like kind of small box for him to fit in, moving through that.
Yeah, definitely. Something I thought about as well. It's so hard to set these kind of boxy moves and not alienating too many climbers. Wow, that was very tentative.
That was crazy. Wow, he went for the double catch.
Yeah, he seemed like, yeah, a bit unsure on that first attempt and was like, nah, I definitely want to go 2 hands.
Yeah, I don't know if that'll go, but love to see him try.
Yeah, definitely. Only seen 1 top so far.
Yeah, kind of a low scoring round so far. I don't know. Do we think slightly overcooked?
Yeah, maybe. It's so hard. It's like such a delicate balance, especially like we said, so many athletes being so close in their skill level.
That's true. It was kind of one of those things where like you have no idea who the top 6 are going to be. So the route setters, they've set these boulders well before they know who the finalists are. It's impossible to set like a really kind of tailored round.
Yeah, definitely. Such a difficult job, but they seem to do pretty well most of the time, so
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Still like super exciting boulders and really fun to watch. And again, like at a World Cup level, look, it's similar, but they have time to tweak the boulders when they find out who the finalists are, so they tend to be a little bit better suited most of the time. They can still get fully undercooked or overcooked rounds, so yeah, I think the boulders are phenomenal. Wow, still going for the double catch.
Yeah, definitely committing to that move. It looks like Ben has made this kind of like back foot step through and it's working for him, so
Yeah, that looks good. He's got the zone point, so more points on the board, but
oh, you can see in his face, he was just like, come on mate, like
thought he had that one.
God, that's kind of one of the fun parts but frustrations about climbing, like just silly little things that you're just like, you're kidding.
I mean, I feel like every time I've come off a World Cup route, I mean, most of the time it's just some stupid mistake. It's very rarely like I powered out or, you know, I mean, sometimes it's that. When it's powering out or when it's like I'm just so pumped I can't possibly make another move, that's the best possible situation to be in because you literally gave it everything you had. When you fall off because of a foot slip or maybe you didn't grab the quite right part of the hold, that is just the worst.
Oh, absolutely. And yeah, especially with lead climbing, like, because you do a lot of lead climbing, obviously. I've done 2 lead climbing comps and I've had a couple good climbs where I've just pumped out and I'm like, I'm as happy as can be. Another ones where I had a foot slip pretty low down and that's it.
Yeah.
You can't do anything about it.
Yeah, I've had a foot slip in a World Cup final before and it's probably my most devastating climb of my career.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. I'd probably cried.
I did cry. I sat in the garden bed and I cried.
It shows how much you care.
Yeah, it's good to feel your feelings.
Okay, so he just went one hand there. Definitely didn't like the 2-hand beta.
No, this seems to be working out for him now. He just needs to commit because the time is up. So this is his last attempt.
He seems so comfortable right here. So comfortable.
He moved really easily to that block crimp. He's looking so good. Oh no!
I think he might want to cry in a garden bed after this.
Oh, yeah, me too. I didn't quite see what made him slip then, but we got a good shot of that final hold. It is a decent in-cut crimp, but God, the moves leading up to it are hard. Okay, so we've now got Kataro on the slab. And Dylan on men's number 2. So Dylan's spending a decent amount of time off camera brushing. Kataro with a very dynamic start to the slab hop climb.
Again, it's so funny watching people, their styles and how they attempt boulders. And you just saw Dylan came off the ground there but didn't quite start. That still counts as an attempt.
Yeah.
So it's pretty brutal to make little mistakes like that where you're just not quite in the right position.
Yeah, so as soon as your feet leave the ground, that's an attempt. You'll be scored for that attempt. And so for him, that was a 0.1 deduction because, yeah, he left the ground. He didn't make any move.
Also, shout out to Dylan's cat Ziggy. I am a cat person, so yeah, love it.
Cute. Shout out to my cat Henry. He's probably real mad at me right now because his dinner's going to be late. Something crazy is happening. I think maybe Kataro did something crazy off camera, but Dylan looking pretty good through this section. He's very like hips into the wall, a little bit more like twisted in his body position compared to some of the other climbers so far.
Yeah, it definitely seems a lot kind of more like contortion compared to a lot of the other guys. And that just looks easy. What the hell?
Yeah, he controlled that super easily. So he's got some zone points on the board. Oh, great save.
Crazy save. I also do love these kind of X-Colt holds as well. They're just so nice to hold. I think they just fit in the hand quite nice. And again, he looks reasonably comfortable.
nailed the crimp. He's holding it in a 3-finger drag. He's looking for that thumb, and he's found it.
This looks about where Max slipped. It looks like a really hard position for your feet.
Yeah, there's just no good feet there.
Obviously, again, slab, hard,
Yeah.
people struggling.
Yeah, we've seen some zone points. I don't think we've seen any attempts to the top. Ben was maybe the closest in his final attempt in the plus time, but haven't seen anyone get anywhere near that far. Both Dylan and Katara are taking a little floor time in between attempts.
Again, I'd like to thank Black Diamond for allowing us to host these events and get all these amazing athletes together, and just to give us all these cool climbs for everyone to try, because yeah, we're just very lucky, especially with how big climbing is these days. I think we just had someone roll their ankle off camera walking around. That's kind of awful. Looks like Dylan's also waiting for the very last second to hop on this boulder.
He's absolutely milking this rest time. He's just back on it now.
Oh my god.
Crazy save from Katara. He's still going for those zone points. So we're in our plus time at the moment.
He just loves jumping around.
So it looks like that was kind of out of nowhere. And we see Dylan back to his contortionist stance on this boulder.
Yeah, that flag definitely made that move look a lot easier.
Yeah, he definitely committed to that a lot better. He's got a lot better grip on it. Went straight for the thumb jib. Oh!
So brutal.
That's so hard. He went for a crossover. I was expecting him to go up with his right hand. He went left. I wonder if that would have made a difference.
Definitely seems like a really difficult round. Looks like a couple holds could be slightly better and we would maybe get a bit more scoring differential, but like you said, you never know who's coming in. It's so hard to set.
See if Riley pulls out some magic on the slab while we have AMR starting this crazy dynamic coordination boulder number 4.
Again, something nice and flashy for that final boulder. Riley being flexible as usual.
Okay. He's doing the lache backwards. What do you think about that?
It's kind of funny. So there's a climb I tried recently at our Clayton gym. You kind of like swing backwards, and in the last swing you swing sideways, and because the backwards allows you to get so much more momentum, like, but then the sideways thing just gives you so much more kind of like leverage to get power. So yeah, it's very interesting the way all this kind of like just movement and coordination can work.
I mean, he's making it to the volume pretty easily. Like, his lache is fine, but he's just not quite enough power to get up to kind of that paddle move. Do you think that's more about that second part, about the jump? Where do you think he's going wrong there?
I mean, it's just one of those things. It's such a difficult move to learn. Ooh, that looked really good. I think it's, for a lot of a part, it's just lack of commitment and getting your hips over your feet, because naturally you kind of just want to stop yourself on the volume, but you've just got to commit your body across and just like, just trust that you just got to keep going.
Yeah. Riley just sliding off the slab.
Yeah, many such cases.
Yeah.
You can see his kind of line, he just hit the wall way too early, so he's just bounced out before he could even jump.
Yeah, he tried a little bit of a different technique with his lache then. I'm not sure why he switched back to that, because what he was doing before was working pretty well, I think.
That just looks so evil. Oh my god. Come on, Riley.
That's zone points for Riley.
I would be so stressed, but he looks pretty calm.
I know his legs are shaking.
Yeah, I just saw a bit of Elvis leg. Oh, what a shame.
10 seconds left on the clock. This is Omar's last boulder. He's revving the crowd up. Let's go.
Oh, and Riley too. Bit of Riley law. He's studying to become a music teacher. So, yeah, sounds like a pretty fun job.
Does he play any instruments?
I believe he plays the saxophone.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, very cool. Some of the music he plays when I'm on shift with him, yeah, pretty jazzy.
Oh, nice.
As you can see, that foothold was awful. That was just like barely a foothold.
Looks like his foot kind of slid right past it, like it wasn't even there.
Yeah. Honestly, if it was the same color as the volume, you wouldn't even know it was there. Alright, this should be Ben's type of thing, so I'm pretty excited to see how he goes.
He's learning. Also love his like full pink fit, t-shirt and matching chalk bag.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of style in climbing, especially tonight with Ben.
Yeah. Max repping his Australian team shorts with his Gumba Shed t-shirt.
There are no accidents, as Master Oogway says. Ben also wants to give a shout out to the Mackenzie girls. Obviously Osh is one of the Mackenzie girls, so it's kind of cool to see all these athletes and how close they are with each other. Oh my god.
Wow, what? I mean, you said this was his style and he's showing us this right now.
Absolutely, and again, just before, like we mentioned about how they just learn. They make a mistake, they're like, okay.
Oh, we finally have another top on the board.
Hell yeah, that must be so exhilarating.
Oh my god, that's so good. Yeah, Ben and Osha are really good friends, so it's nice to see him giving a shout out to the whole fam. There's a lot of Mackenzie girls in the crowd, as well as the Mackenzie parents are here tonight too.
Yeah, definitely a very close family.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Enzo and fam.
Yeah, Enzo actually was the person who we saw getting carried out before, who looked like he had a sore foot. So, hoping that Enzo's that injury isn't as bad as it looked.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
It looked pretty bad. almost like some like Roman or Greek like king getting carted around.
Yeah, whenever I'm in Sydney, whenever I go to Nomad, Ben and Enzo are always there. And Ben, I'm pretty sure, is the reason why the spray wall at Nomad is so hard.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You got to just make something for some of his.
That's it.
athletes.
Yeah.
I saw, I was in Singapore a few years ago. This gym called Lighthouse. They have an adjustable spray wall.
Wait, so it's angle adjustable?
Yeah, so it's got like the kilter adjustable wall, but it's got a spray wall on it, which is pretty crazy.
That is pretty cool. I know that 9 Degrees in Waterloo has a Lima board, which again is like an angle adjustable board, but they just had these like crazy experimental boulders set on it. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, right. Lima board. What a crazy name.
Yeah, apparently they sent them a board that was like slightly longer than the one they ordered, so they just had to like make room for it. But it's massive.
That's really funny. Got the scoreboard up here so you can see it's still pretty close for a lot of these athletes. Yeah, Ben only on top because of that final tops. Very, very close event.
Yeah, so Ben is on top at the moment, but he is the only climber, I think, not the only climber that's completed all of them, but Dylan is one place behind him in the rankings, and Dylan still has 2 boulders to go. So I expect we'll see him moving above Ben, but would love to see Ben maintaining a podium position. I think that would be amazing.
Yeah, luckily I'm not a betting man because it's so hard to tell what's going to happen.
I mean, just based on Dylan's most recent like IFSC performance, I'd put my money on him. And I mean, he's performing pretty well tonight, so I think he's living up to my expectations, but you never know.
Again, it's hard to see in these frames, but it's so awesome to see such a huge crowd. So many people I know and like so many people I don't know. It's awesome. And everyone seems to be having fun, which
Got Dylan starting on the slab now. So again, we haven't seen anybody do super well on this. We've seen a few zones, but no real attempts to the top yet. Do you know anything about Dylan's slab climbing ability?
No, not really, to be honest. I've only ever seen him climb twice in real life, and only 2 of those boulders were slab.
Yeah, that's so fair. I'm not sure if we mentioned this, but Dylan is from Sydney, so he's come down to Melbourne just for this comp. So stoked to have him down here, especially so close to the end of his like international season.
Yeah, and we only have 2 athletes in this men's field who are here in Victoria, like residing, and they're not even from Victoria in the first place. One of them's from Japan, one of them's from Tassie, so they're just living here at the moment. So
there you go.
Yeah, pretty heavy interstate turnout. Obviously, prize money is worth it.
I'd like some prize money. We don't have those in Paraclimbing World Cups yet.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Do it for the love of the game.
That's it.
That was a swing. Wow.
Yeah, that was a hell of a swing. That was a lot bigger than we've seen a lot of the other climbers do so far. Just getting so much more momentum. But he was really close to that double catch at the end there.
Yeah, definitely just needed maybe a little bit more coordination to time his jump.
Yep.
But yeah, definitely got the power, the lateral power he needed.
We still haven't seen Dylan get the zone on the slab yet. He's still working towards it, but like looking pretty comfortable through the first couple of moves, but then yeah, just sliding off.
Yeah. I imagine it'd be quite nice with a fan going off above him.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, okay. Bit of frog action.
Yeah.
Some,
I remember seeing this in like a women's Boulder World Cup maybe a couple of years ago. There was one slab boulder problem that most of the women, I think, they did a beta break where they just went super low on it. And instead of just like, wow, that was crazy, that jump. Instead of doing this like kind of balancy walk across the slab, they all just like went super low, and it worked really well. So I quite like that technique.
yeah, definitely. I love doing it too. It's just kind of, you sit really into the hold, so you can squeeze with your legs properly. It's just super secure position. But obviously, it can be hard to get out of sometimes.
Yeah, true. Dylan's looking pretty gassed on this slab. I think maybe getting a little bit frustrated. 20 seconds on the board.
Yeah. Oh my god, that would have been insane.
Okay, Katara trying to bring a 360 into the paddle dyno. That's just wild.
Yeah, it's not hard enough already. It's not coordinated enough already.
I mean, I relate to that so much. I think sometimes my beta is just making things way harder than they need to be.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just a matter of adapting the beta or adapting the boulder to whatever your physical ability is. So for me, like I'm a right leg balloonie amputee, and so my beta is often overly complicated because I'm avoiding maybe an obvious move, but it's something that is just going to be physically harder for me. So for example, I remember I was at Rocket recently, and I did this boulder that if you could just do this like big jump for the start move, super easy. But I can't jump high enough to reach the second hold, so I did a figure four.
Oh, nice.
And so like getting yourself into the figure four, reaching across, like doing this big spanny move across to the next hold, getting yourself out of the figure four, the amount of time that takes compared to just jumping, just stupid.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, that's always one of the issues with kind of like para sports. It's like there's so many different like I guess like things that people have that like, especially in climbing where it's a sport where there's so much creativity and movement, you'd see some crazy things like you just said.
Yeah, it honestly is crazy, but I feel like we see that in all forms of climbing. Like it's so creative and everyone has different strengths and weaknesses, and everyone is kind of adapting things to whatever they're good at. So yeah, I think it's something we see across the board in climbing, but something that is super like prevalent in para climbing especially.
Oh, he seems okay, but yeah, that was definitely not the beta.
No, it kind of seemed like his leg just collapsed under him.
Yeah. One thing I've noticed with Riley is he's definitely trying to swing with both hands on, like one hand on each hold, and all of the other athletes with their successful attempts went from both hands on the left, and their unsuccessful attempts were also on the left and right holds.
Yeah.
So hopefully he realizes.
Yeah, because he's not quite getting far enough on that volume footer to really like punch the next move.
Yeah, no. He did move his hand just then, and like looked like he could almost stop there, but yeah, it looks like it's not really enjoying this jumpy kind of movement.
No, I really don't think you want to stop there. Like looking at the angle of that, if he's trying to control it down low with his hand on the volume, I think he's going to have a bad time, especially getting out of it.
Yeah. Ooh, got pretty close to holding that. It'd be pretty impressive if he could, but that was definitely his best attempt.
Yeah, that was definitely the best attempt, and you saw him switch to like the single hold, like two hands on the one hold, right at the very last swing. So hopefully he takes a lesson away from that, and the next attempt is even better.
And he's still in third position, so like, yeah, it's just so close.
Yeah.
It's just so close.
So we are just on the final boulder now. I think everyone has completed the other 3. So we're just running through the ranks on Ben's boulder number 4. Oh my god, that was an amazing attempt.
He's so clutch. He's so clutch. What
Yeah.
the hell?
He just needed to unlock that first move and he's done it beautifully. Let's see if he can go for the top.
Come on, Riley. Yes, let's go.
Let's go. Beautiful top for Riley.
Oh god, you would just be so relieved. You can see on his face, he's like so ecstatic.
Oh my god. I really wasn't sure at the start there, like when he was, you know, kind of falling off that first footer.
God, that's like a comeback.
That was beautiful.
Riley also wrote on his notes for the team to share, he just drew a smiley face, so I think that says a lot about his character. That's so beautiful. I guess we should say, so Ganba Shed, the word Gamba is like short for like Gambare, which is kind of like a cheer or a let's go in like Japanese. It's super common in Japan, climbing. It's kind of spread across the world, and that's kind of where it comes from.
Yeah. I think you'll hear people in all gyms everywhere across the world yelling Ganba now. Like everybody in climbing knows what it means.
Absolutely, especially with like Japan's influence on climbing, especially comp climbing. Absolutely the best climbing, like comp climbing nation in the world. So Max needs a top in order to podium, so a lot riding on this climb right now.
And since Dylan didn't get any zone points on the slab boulder, he's probably under a little bit of pressure to do pretty well on this one too.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's in order to keep his place. But again, he's so strong. Again, you would probably know a bit more about his climbing than I do, but from what I've seen, it looks like he might have a bit of an easier time on this.
Yeah, I would hope so. I mean, I haven't seen him climb in person too many times, but from what I've seen on his Instagram, he is an incredibly dynamic climber. And what? Okay.
Wow. Okay.
I'm just going to static the rest of this boulder.
Yeah.
As I said, like if anyone can campus these power boulders, it's a Ganba Shed climber.
Absolutely. Wow, that's impressive. We did wonder if maybe we'd stop on that first hold, and it looks like he showed us you can.
I don't think everybody can, but Max can.
Yeah. Oh, what a shame. Couldn't get his foot up.
That's crazy.
Maybe he needed to hit that left hand just a bit higher, just to give himself a bit more space to get his foot up, or maybe stretch a bit more in isolation. Really taking his time. He knows he can do this, but he knows he needs as much strength as he can.
And I wonder if he's going to go for that static beta again.
Yeah, it just looks so like, I mean, doing it the regular way seems so like low percentage as well. Like, it just seems like it's a very easy move to drop, but he looked like he was having to try really hard.
That's it. It's like super powerful. I'm sure he's exhausted, so I wonder. But he knows it works, so maybe he's just going to stick to it. See how it goes.
He does it again. Mesa looks so much easier that time.
Oh my god, yeah. Now he knows these next few moves. I think we'll see him move through them a lot more smoothly. He needs to hit this next one higher. He needs those feet up. supine knee. Let's go.
It's working, it's working. Oh. Like we said, anything goes. Whatever you can do, just try.
But he's so tall and that's such a small box for him to fit in. I can see why that's such a difficult move for him.
Definitely, definitely.
Okay, so final climber on the final boulder.
This is probably also one of the issues with being final climber is that everything is just chalked up. Yeah. Like, sometimes it can be an advantage because you can kind of read a bit more of what people have been trying. But at the same time, yeah, it's just kind of things can be a bit slippier.
Wow! Oh my god, he got so much further on that jump than so many of the other climbers.
Yeah, that was crazy. He just like flew. It's like he just attached like turbo and just sent.
He literally is so turbo. But yeah, I think sometimes the chalk on the holes can also be a bit of a misdirection, especially if climbers haven't been doing particularly well on that boulder.
That's a very good point, especially like just in regular sets. I noticed that there'll be some holes chalked and I'm just like, this has ruined my attempt.
Yeah, like who has been touching that? That's not for hands.
Yeah, it's just like the most obvious foothold you've ever seen.
He's absolutely flying through this though. Do you think he almost has too much momentum?
Yeah, it seems like, because for these coordination, like paddly kind of moves, you want to pull through the hold. You don't want to just like throw your body.
Yeah. Oh, that was so much better. That was way more controlled. He didn't fly as far, but he looked so much stronger on it.
Exactly. He actually used the hold to pull through, and he just looks like he's going to top this easy.
Absolutely crushed it.
What a way to end. Look, minimal effort. He's just like another day at the office.
He absolutely cruised it. I'm sorry, he's super proud of himself.
Yeah, and just like that, last climb done for the Black Diamond Lab Masters in 2025.
So we'll wait now for we get some scores up on the board and see how men's finals panned out. But I imagine Dylan potentially top spot.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, how was that? The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I mean, for like a reasonably low-scoring round, I feel like it turned out to be super exciting to watch.
Definitely, because sometimes it can be quite just boring because you see people falling a lot, but a lot of the moves people were falling on were still fun moves to watch. A lot of interesting stuff and a lot of different ways to try things.
Yeah, people were like still trying super hard and throwing some crazy moves, so it was incredibly fun round. Super good boulders.
Awesome, we've got a scoreboard up and yep, looks like Dylan, Riley and Ben at the top. Leagues ahead of everyone else, so amazing work. Looks like that final boulder really meant a lot.
That's it. Again, it seemed like it was one of those rounds where only one top was needed to make the podium. So Dylan, the only one with 2 tops, and then Riley and Ben with 1 top each. Riley with 3 zones and Ben with 2. So reasonably low scoring across the board, but again, sick boulders, super fun round to watch.
It's very interesting how we were talking about kind of the way they changed the scores. In the old system, this would still be in the same order.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So I guess we didn't see anybody who got zones across the board, so that potentially would have made a difference. Maybe if Max got a zone on the slab, that might have changed things up a little bit.
Yeah, and if Ben got a zone on the second boulder, he would be ahead of Riley. Like, it's just, yeah.
That's bouldering. So we're waiting for podiums at the moment. So stick around.
It's a wide shot on top. So.
And I think we can probably sign off.
Yeah, we'll just give a final shout out to, again, everyone who could make this possible. Obviously, like I've said, Black Diamond, huge sponsor. We need all the support we can get to run events like this, make sure that we can kind of give some community service to everyone. Tenzing, again, supplying me to be able to make it through from 7 a.m. till now. Mad Rock, again, for the shoes. We and me as well. I love Mad Rock. Fit my foot really well. And Protein Factory, one of our gym climbers, she owns it. Big shout out to her. Also got 5 Foot Shop, also from Melbourne. Happy Beaner, Shock Up Climbing, Open Project, Former Training, Unparalleled, Friction Edition, and Aronite. Again, so many sponsors helping us be able to fund these things and just kind of give back to the community in whatever way they can. And obviously, all the people who help make it run, all the people who work here, volunteers, people just giving their time just again for some community service. Yeah, it's very much appreciated.
That's it. And Boulder Lab for hosting what is definitely like Victoria's premier social competition, like the most elite social boulder comp that we have in the state for sure, potentially in the entire country. It's such a good comp every year. Definitely recommend if you haven't tried competing before, like it's super fun one for beginners as well. There's really good pump fest rounds all day at all levels. So if you haven't tried competing before, definitely come check it out next year.
Yeah, absolutely. Like Sarah just said, this for everyone. We've got beginner categories, we've got social categories, so you don't even have to have the pressure of competition. It's just fun to kind of try some, interesting climbs and just kind of like push yourself and have a little bit of that nerve just to kind of like hopefully kick you into a gear that you can't quite get on a normal day.
That's it. So we're just running through some of the final scores for both women's, and we'll have men's up soon as well. Stick around to watch podiums, but that's us signing off. Thanks so much for watching.
Well, thank you. Bye.
James Cassay to the comp wall, please. James Cassay to the comp wall. Mr. Cassay, I see you. Up you come. He's here. Alright guys, we're going to announce the winners now, so get around. Give us your pupils over here, where the beautiful Boulder Lab banner is. We're going to announce the winners of the male category first. So, male category first. Alright, announcing, coming in third place. Can I get a drum roll? Do people still do drum rolls? Yeah, there we go. Alright, drum roll please. For third place in the men's, it is Ben Abel! Come on up Ben, claim your prize! Where is he? Ben. Anyone seen Ben? There he is! Huge round of applause for Ben! Amazing stuff! Well done Ben. Alright, in second place, I need to see it. Alright, in second place, drum roll again. A huge round of applause for Ray Dawson! Up onto the plate, beautiful. Don't lose your balance. Awesome, alright, and drum roll. Drum roll, yeah. For first place, we have Dylan Parks! Huge round of applause. If someone's at the camera, get a photo, please. Incredible stuff. Again, another round of applause for our finalists. Well done, guys. Thank you very much. And we are moving right along to the women's category. Now, in third place, can I get a drum roll? Drum roll, please. The winner is Right Sidhu! Now, I was told Ravine wasn't feeling too well. She's not here at the moment. But another huge round of applause for her. An incredible third place for Ravine. Alright, and second place, huge round of applause, drum roll, jump the gun a bit, build it up, come on, that's it, alright, a huge round of applause for Melissa! Incredible stuff, and one more drum roll. Starting low, come on. Build it up. Up, that's it, hey! First place is Ocean McKenzie! Incredible stuff. What a round, what an amazing finals. Huge round of applause once again for our finalists. Well done, guys. Another huge thank you to you guys. Thank you so much for showing up this year. It's been an incredible night. A massive thank you to our sponsors, Black Diamond, and of course our setting team for an amazing qualifying round and finals round. All the lab staff, everyone who came together. Really, just the whole community we built here. So a round of applause for you guys. Looking forward to the next one. We'll see you guys there. Love you. Over and out. If the set team want to come up to the comp wall, we're going to take a photo with the set team. So all the setters that are still here, make your way up to the comp wall.
Carl, you can strike your camera whenever you want.
Guys, thank you so much for coming. Please make your way out of the facility. We are closing. There will be no climbing on the walls. If you want to climb these boulders, you can come on in tomorrow.
The red lines are a pretty good all-around aggressive shoe. They're pretty soft, so you can kind of feel what's underneath your feet, which is nice. The heel is that specified like Mad Rock heel that you see on the drone as well. There's like a little ridge, which can be very nice for some outdoor climbs. Also on these red lines, there's a whole bunch of toe hook rubber that if you know me at all, you know I love to toe hook and they perform very well. I've found that you can perform on fiberglass too. Like I took those shoes in the training center and they performed, and I took them out in little and they're still fantastic.
Who are we and what do we do? We study walls, we train, we dance, we climb, we fall, we laugh, we fall, we celebrate. No matter how small or tall the wall is, we all live and breathe this process. How are we able to keep trying again and again? Because of you. We gain courage, psych, and energy from the people around us that empowers us to be better. This is who we are, and this is what we do.